I guessing struggling, I would walk over to the guy who's looking in the tent. In the tent, yeah.
Yeah, you can all clearly see that Saint is like having to lightly limp his way. So you all hear kind of cooking.
I need like a cane or something.
I'll help him around.
Yeah.
Right now, and Nezzy, you just kind of get under his arms. He's a bit heavy, but thankfully he's kind of able to hold himself up, so it's not the worst. As you all approach the man at the tent, he's just... You can see that he's like in commoner's clothing, a very well-dressed commoner. And he's just kind of looking in at one of the bodies. He's just kind of twiddling a silver coin in his hands. He does not seem to notice you.
How are we, my friend?
He seems a bit startled. Sorry, He looks back to the body. Didn't see that.
That's not a problem. I've only just awakened myself, to be honest.
Count yourself among the lucky few, then.
I wouldn't exactly call me normal.
Clearly not, as he's kind of looking over your body, but then he eventually looks back and says, sorry, I'm a bit spacey at the moment.
Something that we can help with, or...
Unless you can raise the dead. I don't suppose there's much.
That's not my specialty, sadly.
It's just... You can gestures over to the body. Old Paga here. He was a regular up at the tavern, he was. Nearly all my drinks. Guess he's not so much... He always said he wished to stop drinking, but... I kind of wish this wasn't the way he'd go about it.
I agree with you, but at least I was able to save the rest of you.
I appreciate that. I hear... He kind of looks down at the plate that's covering your chest specifically. He's like, I heard about someone who went out to fight one of their leaders. To think you'd have a chance against such a beast.
Yeah. I remember having a sword through my chest, but after that, I don't really remember much.
Nesdy, from Bessie behind you to the left, you can hear kind of the clinking of boots. And as you turn, you can see that it is the sergeant, and behind him is indeed Governor Nighthill. His face still completely bandaged up from last night.
Oh, hello, Governor.
Miss Jazar, if I'm correct.
Yep, that's me.
Good. Sergeant here tells me that you all have discovered the camp of these raiders.
Aye.
Mm-hmm.
Where exactly?
12 miles south.
Nothing much up there except steep hills and a few steppies.
So, perfect place for...
Hardly any. Good place to hide, but definitely not any structures we're aware. Unless they're in one of the caves.
Sounds likely.
If you are to go out, I want you to take some of these first. And you see that he is holding, kind of strapped to his belt, are 4 small coin purses.
Ooh.
You were not obligated to help us, yet you did. I know your job, and I know it didn't pay the most for the medicine, but I am more than willing to give you much more than what it was worth for all the troubles that you went through. And he individually starts kind of handing out each of these bags to you, and just from looking at the coin purse, it's about 250 gold pieces in each one.
Ooh, money!
Oh.
I'm gonna put my hand up and say thank you, but I'd rather not.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
After he hands the ones to Saint and Bell, he looks back to Nezzy. You mentioned before having a family back home that did not have much.
Yes, I did.
Well, if you will not take it, I don't want to keep it for myself. I'd be very much more comfortable if at least one of you took some more.
How about I split it with, Nighthill? For his family, too.
Yeah, do you know what? That goes along with what I was about to say, to be honest.
Wait, with Nighthill?
He said his family wasn't doing too well, and, they went through a lot.
Very well. I can make that. You are all very generous folk. Those are rare traits in these times. And he does split it with you. So you get about 125, Nizzy. And Saint, did you want to do it as well?
I'm actually going to give it to some of the civilians outside.
Oh, really?
Or at least, how much we got? We got 250. I'm going to give about 150 to whoever.
All right. So you can give those as you see fit.
Hmm.
But indeed,
Yeah.
I know I shouldn't be asking any more from you, but time is of the essence. We have no one else here that is capable of dealing with this cult as much as you have. For the sake of this town, I would ask if you would go check on this raider camp for her.
Hmm.
I don't ask you to fight all of them, as there are far too many. I simply wish to know what they want and where they are.
Hmm. I suppose we can. I mean,
Maybe we can scout it out.
if it protects the town, I don't see any issues with it. Protects innocent lives.
Absolutely. That's something I can do.
Sergeant? Yes, sir. He brings out a small crate, and after he opens it up, inside you see a bit of hay, but it's mainly used as a cushion. As you see inside are 4 potions of healing.
Hmm.
We don't expect you to go without equipment. If there's anything we can give, we will gladly give it to you.
Hmm. How are we splitting this? One for each?
That's the way I'd see it.
Alright.
Sure.
By the way, it is a bonus action to heal in this.
Ooh,
Okie dokie.
Ooh.
now that is unusual to us.
It's 0.5. They weigh like half a pound, right?
I'd
Let
say
me double
1.
check.
Okay.
They weigh 0.5.
Oh, they do weigh 0.5? Okay, just go with 0.5.
Go.
I just search it and drag it over to my character, so.
You can do that.
Also, there was another matter concerning this raider camp, and this one is probably the most important. There was a monk that came here not long from Candlekeep. His name was Leosin. Supposedly he was investigating this cult when he came here. I don't know whether he realized they would be here or not, but in all the chaos, it captured him.
Hmm.
If you find him, he is instrumental to what is happening. I would very much like to see him returned, as he is a close friend.
Alright.
We'll do our best to do that.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out.
Thank you. He's a half-elf, if that helps.
Oh, hey, twinsies.
They could be too hard to spot among the dragons.
I
And
would hope not.
hopefully don't run into that one lady that they kept mentioning about. Hmm.
But you see another guard come up and whisper in his ear. Sorry, I must tend to other business. But if you need anything, just let me know, and I'll be sure you have it.
Alright.
I bet you would too.
Mm,
And he
thank
gives you a
you,
small
Nigel.
bow.
Good day.
Good day to you, sir.
Bye.
Well, I guess we can go back and get our horses and, try and make our way. Or would it be better to walk?
See,
It's probably through hills, so, I mean...
You do know that if it's 12 miles takes about half a day to travel.
Okay.
Is that by foot?
That's by foot.
Okay. Well, the horses might be a little
Mm,
not the best to keep ourselves hidden.
alright. You can go on foot, then. Let's do it. It's probably safer that way, too.
All right.
Mhm.
Is there anything each of you want to try and get before you leave? As they did say they'd give what they can spare.
1
Because
second.
Belle, I know that they did give you the hand crossbow.
Yep. And the bolts. Wish I could get more bolts, but it's fine.
I need to look into seeing if they have any spare herbalism kits.
Let me look actually. You do find it's crude and it's not a complete set, but you do see there's plenty of tools in this for a complete herbalism kit.
Yes.
I want to see about a cloak.
Just a standard cloak.
A fairly black cloak, to be specific.
They have various cloaks, mainly stored up. They do have you do find one that's a bit rough around the edges, but it is black in color.
Okay.
And it does come with a hood.
Anything to help me not get spotted in the freaking.
You know what? I'll get a black cloak too.
Very well.
Blend in.
Camouflage.
Have they done any work on my damaged shield, or is it still got a crack through it?
You do see that they go over the. You pick up your shield. You can see there is a crack through it. However, it doesn't. It looks like more of a surface crack. It didn't look not like it went all the way through.
Okay.
So it's
that's
not.
good.
Doesn't look like it's in any threat of just breaking the second you use it.
Yeah. Okay. Then.
Although it is a permanent reminder of the fight.
Do you know what? I like that. That's fine.
Anyone else that need anything before you go?
How long is the way there?
About half a day.
I'm gonna get 5 more rations.
They definitely have about a max of 5 they can give you right now.
All right.
Each of you.
I'll take that.
Yes.
Don't forget other tools in case you need them.
I wouldn't mind a crowbar.
Even if they're minor tools. I just rolled to see if they have it available. They do not.
Rip. So I'm gonna get a crowbar, man. Does anybody have a crowbar?
No.
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 What do we need a crowbar for?
Oh, they're useful for, I don't know, opening things.
As far as Saint's concerned, it can just punch it and it's open.
Probably, to be honest. Hey. Other than that, I think I'm good.
Yeah, I think so.
Reynala?
I'm good.
I'm good. Got my rations, got my herbalism kit.
Very well. As you all pick up on the road, you said you were traveling by foot, not horse.
Aye.
All right. As you pack up your bags and you gather whatever equipment you have, you go on the long trail. Saint, your wound does still kind of fester a bit as you kind of limp, but over the time, you kind of get used to it, and you are able to get back into a normal pace for the most part.
Very nice.
As you're moving down, you can see that there are gray clouds overhead, so it looks like a kind of on and off thing, whether it can rain or not, although you don't smell any quite yet. The further down you go, you do see that it is kind of heading up towards the mountains of Amn. And while you're nowhere near that, it is just a festering land full of steppes and hills, light forest scattered here and there. Right now, you specifically see that it is quite a peaceful-looking area, as you can clearly see, despite all the carnage that happened just a couple miles behind you. There is a good amount of wildlife here, including some birds that you have not seen in the regions around Baragost, even some butterfly life. Oh, go ahead.
No.
As you're all going on, go ahead, everyone make me perception checks.
Alright. Let's see.
Thanks, Renala.
Oh,
Nezzy.
Wow.
Nezzy
She
sees
knows
all along.
everything.
I see it all.
Nezzy, you've lived. You lived around the area a while. You know how to handle yourself, so your perception skills have vastly improved over the years. As you're looking forward, you do notice that whereas before you were seeing like quite a few birds around, things have gotten unusually quiet now, as you can hear little wildlife.
Hmm.
Mm.
Hey guys.
Hmm.
You know how we saw those birds earlier? I don't see any. So I think we're getting close.
Oh.
You do know that
Saint
you
kinda
travel
picks on
about
a-
5 miles.
I heard say Saint picks up on the lack of pigeons.
We're traveling only 5 miles.
You only traveled 5 miles so far.
I don't think we're that close yet. I
Hmm.
think there might be something else.
And is it with that perfect nat 20?
Mm-hmm.
You also see something up ahead in the dirt that looks like a red splotch.
Oh. Oh, hey guys. I think there might be blood up ahead.
Uh-oh.
Should
What do you wish to do?
have a magnifying glass or a telescope. Everybody's.
I think we should investigate.
Yes.
Is it?
Alright.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me investigation checks then.
Yes.
Oh,
If
try.
you were investigating.
0. but
Horrible
let's
at it.
see.
Alright,
Oh,
investigation 17. Right now, as you're looking through it, you can see, you've scouted before. You know things to look for when you're tracking animals. And as you're looking through it, you can see that they're in like the blood splotch that's kind of soaked into the dirt path. There's a human imprint in the dirt. Although, as you're looking through it, you can see that there are footprints all around this area of a few different creatures that were kind of surrounding it before it looks like it was dragged off to the side.
Can we
Let's
try and
continue on.
I'm gonna look off to the side because if it was dragged off, is it still there?
Looking only about 10 feet into the tree line, you find a bloodied body that is wearing the uniform of a greenest guard.
Oh.
So it's either look like one of the cultists, maybe. Can I?
And off in the distance.
Oh.
Oh, go ahead.
Nothing. You continue.
I was just going to say you hear talking.
Hmm.
And I'll bring you over. Wait, well, let me have to bring your tokens on here real quick.
Oh boy.
Where is it? There you are right now.
Oh boy. It's that's lovely.
Here.
Oh.
Oops.
Oh lord. Okay.
Oh, well then.
Are they in the direction that we need to go?
Sorry.
Are they in the direction we need to go?
The direction is roughly, let me see, down that way.
It makes sense.
And you can see there is a bit of a small campfire just down the hill. And you can see from out of the trees, you can see a number of different creatures, namely a few humans, 2 of them indeed in greenest clothing from the guards as well, although their weapons kind of laying about. However, in front of the very gruff one that's sitting on a rock, looks to be fumbling with a bit of meat, as you see 8 kobolds standing before him with all their weapons still on them. He's like, "What? Here, take your damn meat!" As he just throws it to them as they grab it and they like hiss at him. He's like, "Now scatter, you little wimps." The beasts.
Okay.
You have the floor.
Are they not moving anymore?
They look like they went over that way, and you can't see them anymore, so if you are stealthing, give me a stealth check.
Definitely stealthing.
Okay.
Group stealth.
Please roll 20.
16, 12, 15.
Still
No.
good.
I'm just standing here for right now.
Okay. So those are good for now.
I get a little bit closer. Will they see us if we try to pass? I'm assuming.
Depends on where you try and pass.
So here's the thing. Those kobolds are definitely standing like right here, correct?
They look like they're all just kind of like sitting around in their own little family groups and eating.
I whisper, I can do the trick again. Or try to. With an added bonus now.
Oh.
I can make a creature appear. And make it run off. With noise following it, that is. Of actual footsteps.
That might not be bad if we can just lure the kobolds away.
The kobolds? Which way would you want them to go? I'm assuming this way?
Oh, yeah, to the right there.
Alright. I can do that. Question is, will these guys follow?
Probably
That depends.
not.
Can you choose who hears said noise?
I'll point out where they're looking right now. These three are kind of all looking towards this way and kind of looking at each other. This one's facing this way, although looking down at his hands, he looks to be working on a wood carving.
Okay. And these guys are looking pretty much everywhere?
They're looking kind of like each group is looking at each other, and they're all eating.
Okay. I can position it, the sound, to be positioned a little bit so only the kobolds would. Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
Like a plan.
So I am tapping into my very few amount of spell slots, though. But I'm gladly do it so we can get past these bunch. Without having to make a scratch or a sound.
Where?
I'm asking if they want to do that.
Oh.
Well, because I don't think they're that intelligent to get through it.
No, they're not that
They're
smart.
not very smart.
I do have to ask, how far does the sound carry, or does it specify?
It's as far as I can cast it. It just make keep going. Yeah.
Well, I'm just wondering. Never mind.
Let me see. I can make it so. Here's the illusion. I have an idea. What does the body look like? Like a normal person, or?
It looks like a human, just in green, this guard clothing, similar to the two guards over by the campfire.
I can make it a person, like a commoner. See them. I can make them scream and then just book it in the opposite direction of the kobolds. Considering how
Not a bad idea.
they like killing, I think we can do that.
Well, it's worth a shot.
Push comes to shove,
Sure.
well, we're stuck fighting. So,
Surprise.
add a little bit closer. Looking about here, about a little bit away. I can do this a little bit farther as well.
All right.
I'm going to silent image the picture of the wife we rescued when we first entered town.
All right. You go ahead and flick your fingers, and you see this apparition of a very fair woman, middle-aged, as you can see her brown but quite aging hair as she walks out of the trees.
And then minor illusioning a scream, and so that only these guys can hear it, basically. And then waiting for them to actually notice her, turn around and run.
As you let off the scream that kind of radiates towards them, you see all their heads perk up. And as they all look up,
she's off.
And you said it starts running?
It starts running the moment they make eye contact with her.
As you see the center one, like everyone looks to him, and he points out in that direction.
What's he
and
saying?
You see these. He's like, "What you waiting for, you fools? Chase out!" As you see the four on the right all brandish their weapons, and they all start rushing out in that direction.
All right. I'm going to make her dip into the woods and basically Yeah, just make him chase it.
1 second.
My illusion.
Well, that takes care of them.
Goodbye.
I
Bye,
still.
you fools.
So here's another thing I could do. I still have concentration for the next 10 minutes. Which, I think that guy might be. Uh-oh.
Oh,
What is your lot doing up now? Then woman, chaser in rags. What woman? No one's out here but us. Who will be fool enough to follow us? Bad woman, rags, look old. He's gonna roll. He's gonna come up and start rolling investigation if he can start trying to see her.
I've made her go into the woods by now.
Right. You, all four of you, keep watch. There's something afoot. They all kind of like sneer at him, but they don't argue.
Okay.
And they start fanning out.
Alright.
Oh boy.
What's our plan now?
Now,
I'm waiting for him to get into position first to see how they go.
oh, well, this one might work. Do you think from here I could get said kobold's attention?
I can.
I mean, I'm
Ah.
kind of surprised he didn't see me.
Well, I was going to say, without the use of spell slots, I might be able to whistle.
Well, I don't have to use a spell slot anymore to do what I'm doing. I've already
But
used it.
we're keeping... Yeah, but you're keeping his other four occupied, so...
Yeah.
You do see that this bandit is talking with the other three,
Mm.
and they all go to pick up their weapons.
Hmm.
Where are they going? Let's see.
Let's
You
see
just see all the guards go for their spears and shields, and the cultist himself go for his short sword.
How strong do they look?
Average. The most threatening ones look to be the bandit and the two guards. The cultist, he looks like he's in, like, despite his sword, he looks like he's not too well armored.
Okay.
The kobolds are just kobolds.
To be fair, I say we'd be able to sneak past them, but they probably recognise us by now.
And you see they are kind of looking down this way. And some looking that way.
Wait, they're looking which way?
They're looking north and to the east to where the woman ran.
You do this. If we can get him, we can sneak around this way, and
Well, I was thinking about that, yeah.
we can go. We can pull one of these.
Idea. Do you know what? With my stealth, do you think I'd be able to move up to this rock here?
Which one?
This one, not too far from me.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
Before you do anything,
I'm gonna...
here's the issue.
Ooh.
They're looking north.
Yeah, they're looking north.
He's here, so they can see him. And if he walks into the woods, this guy might get mad.
He might just be keeping an eye out, especially if these two down here are looking north as well. Wouldn't be a bad idea to have somebody else up by this area, would it? Let's see what we get out of this. Let's lightly tap the shield against the rock.
All right. As you just give a you see this one look right over here, and you can see this guy kind of peer around. The kobold, he turns back to his group, saying, "Hey,
I have an idea." No, son of a biscuit. If only he would have came out into the woods. Okay.
And you see him rush back towards the cultist.
But he's moved.
True. Where are they looking right now?
After the kobold raid, you see they're all kind of looking around this general area, as well, especially towards the area where they heard the noise.
Okay.
Is there a small stone nearby?
Roughly about palm-sized.
I will pick it up and throw it kind of this, hang on, this general direction.
Okay. How far are you trying to throw it?
Over the cliff, but hopefully not hitting the kobolds.
All right. Hey. Athletics.
Okay, there it is.
Hmm.
Uh-oh.
You wind up, almost like you're throwing a baseball, and it hits the tree, and it falls back towards you, right here.
Uh-oh.
And you see all of them just, they're in the
Squirrel.
trees. Flush them out.
They're in the tree.
As you see a couple of the kobolds start lighting torches.
I see.
God.
Oh God. I slowly start drawing my rapier in case we have to.
Wait a minute. Is it dark out, or is this still in the middle of the day?
It's
I think
about
morning.
it's about 11 o'clock right now
In the morning? Or night?
Yeah. in the morning.
Okay.
I need everyone to go ahead and roll me stealth checks again.
Oh, we about to get caught.
Considering-
They're all looking.
You ready for this?
What's that, Renella?
I said I didn't stealth before. Oh,
Yay!
We definitely
There's
getting
the
caught if
first
we weren't
roll
already.
stealth.
hold on.
I
Hold on.
see
Did we get a rest after
Yeah, you
everything
did.
from the last one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we did.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna turn invisible.
All right.
Oh,
So advantage stealth.
Wow.
Yes.
hold on. I see something beautiful.
Why?
I,
Do something beautiful.
I could run over here, which would be the dump.
Please don't.
And
Oh, yeah. You could if you want.
no way.
Belle, do you think you could make it to me?
With my stealth, if we're not getting an initiative, yeah.
Nezzy, as you're walking forward, you feel your axe kind of catch on one piece of wood. As you're trying to pull it off, you're kind of having to sit up. And one of the kobolds look forward. Ah! Green woman! There's a green woman!
Green woman.
It's not me.
Well,
Belle, do it now. Do it now.
Which one?
yeah, I'm gonna try and run over.
All right, as you do that, roll initiative.
Would you say I get to? If I run over there now, though.
You don't have the surprise round.
Oh, if I ran over there, yeah, that would be bad. If they roll high initiative.
But you could find a way.
I know, but the problem is also those 4 kobolds we sent off will definitely hear it.
That's why I was going to say get to me, and then we can ready an action.
Oh, I rolled high. Thank the Lord.
Not bad.
Oh,
well then.
They rolled higher.
Yeah.
Ow!
They rolled freaking well.
All right, so Belle, did you do anything before the initiative started?
I was gonna try and run over there, or
Are you still going to do that?
run about like halfway.
That will reveal you.
Well, we're yeah. I mean, might as well. We get
Alright.
into some crap, so I'm gonna do that.
Or you just run up, just flailing around. It's like, there's another one! It's a loot player!
Claire.
I don't like the loot. I don't have
The
loot.
kobold. The only people they see right now is Nezzy and. Oh, wait a minute, they see Saint as well, as he kind of failed
I was going to
his.
say, yeah, I kind of rolled.
As there's the guard over on the other side is like, sees the giant metal man, he immediately readies his spear and shield. Belle, since you're the one rushing out the front,
backhand.
the kobold like readies up a sling.
Oh,
And
I've
it's for
had
you,
bad
Belle.
experience with slings in my past.
Does a 21 hit?
Yeah.
He just swings up, and you're standing right next to him, and you see a rock just clunk him right in the head. You'll take 3 damage, Bell.
No.
Oh, I'm concentrating on stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just facepalm at that.
You want me to? You want me to
No.
make a con save to see if I
Give
actually
me the con save.
If this fails, we gonna have some kobolds on our hands. Oh no.
We'll probably be alright.
You feel already that your silent image has gone down.
Balls.
It's okay. Maybe they're far enough away.
I
Whether the
mean,
kobolds are coming back, you do not know.
with how
Oh,
long
no.
it took for us, I mean, to do all this stuff. Well, okay.
All right. The next kobold, he's down here. He's gonna move up, and now he's gonna sling Bell.
Son of a-
Poor Bell.
7 does not hit.
Oh, no.
As this one just flies by you and then flies by Ray, even though they didn't see her.
Hmm.
The
Well.
bandit? Did I get a bandit sheet? Let me open that real quick. Creature, bandit, there you are.
I get my templates out. Square.
You can see that they're not quite wishing to risk running out into the trees right now where they know you are.
Hmm. They're probably running
The bandit is going to go ahead, peer over this kobold as he's much taller.
Yep.
Light crossbow to Bell.
Yeah. I'll take that.
Narrative?
Does a... Oh, that's a nat 20.
Oh.
As
Ooh.
Bell right in the thigh. As you're just having to kneel down, you'll take 8 damage.
Son of a...
It's like that scene out of
This...
Ace Ventura.
The two with the 2 javelins in his knee. Why?
I look at them. I hate
Bell,
all
you have a bruise on your forehead, and you have a bolt in your thigh.
I
Oh,
hate
these poor
every
people.
last one of you.
He's crazy! Someone stop him!
Boom.
Make con saves.
Which ones? What's the radius on that?
It's not dragging it out for some reason. It's 15 foot.
15 foot. 1 sec. Oh, I
No.
see. You already got it.
Centered on myself.
So,
Those 5,
be-
pretty much.
yeah, I don't think the bandit's in enough for it.
Sun up. Can I move maybe a little bit?
Wait, you can move it a little bit if you wish.
Okay.
Well, it depends on where. Oh, yeah. Was it centered on you?
It's centered on me, but I mean, I still had some movement, so I could just do that and move down a little bit more.
You had a bit of movement still,
Yeah.
didn't you? So
Yeah, I'll count it. I'll be
Yay.
generous.
Listen, you
Alright.
shot me with a nat 20. All right.
Shot me in the
It's
leg!
not my fault.
Here,
My leg.
take your thunder wave.
why?
What is that?
Candy.
What can I save?
Cod save.
Constitution. What's the
Well,
DC?
It is 13. Not very high.
13.
We might be alright.
And damage?
It's already rolled 9.
Oh, 9. Yeah, there we go. I just had to submit a bunch of stuff.
Mm.
Ooh.
I can see that.
Let's see. Kobold. 2 of them failed. The guard and the kobold.
So I'm pretty sure they take half damage if they succeeded.
All right, it was how much?
yes.
9. I see. So it'll be
9.
5 damage.
Yes. Also, any who failed are pushed 10 feet away from me.
Well, they're dead, so you know.
So the guard's
As you
not
immediately-
dead, so he will be getting pushed.
For one, this one is boom blasted back. The guard boom blasted back.
Nice.
As you just see a mess, basically you just blow into your flute, and just blows out. All you see is this wave expel from it.
And
The trees start shaking all around all of you.
I'm going to use my last spell slot to heal
What are you
myself.
doing?
Oh,
I need
bye.
I was like,
Use your
why?
bonus action and drink your potion.
Well, I could,
Don't
or I
waste
could do that. And heal
So
myself
heal for 6.
For 6. Somebody get over here! I'm not about to die for this crap.
So you're up to 12 now.
Yeah.
The cultist.
Yeah. I'm all
He
out.
sees what's going on. He can indeed see there's a big metal man, but he also sees that there is a bard here that had completely decimated a good chunk of their force already.
Yeah.
He's going to move over to here,
Oh no.
but ready in action with a scimitar.
Oh, thank
Saint.
Lord.
Ooh.
Saint Kennedy. I need some help.
I need an adult.
I need an adult.
Oh,
He is an
Oh my
adult.
gosh. One of the kobolds was brought down to -4 health.
Yeah.
Oh!
That was
oh.
you, kobold. Do they have like 6 HP or something? Because they still took like
5.
God dang, these kobolds got an upgrade.
Well, they all have 5. Turns out half damage in roll 20 means 4, apparently, for
Oh.
that.
Man.
So go ahead, Saint.
Oh, it's my turn. I thought it was attacking me. Okay.
No, he's just ready in action with a scimitar.
So if you get close, it's gonna shank you, or try to shank you.
Is that how he wants to play it? Well, to be fair, I was going to go for the kobold anyway, so.
Save me.
Like the kobolds are like holding himself. Like you see, he's a broken arm from the thunder wave. He's like, ah, ah. Yep, that's a hit.
Yeah.
Smack.
How do you want to describe this kill? Has he had 1 hit point left?
I kind of smacked the edge of the shield against his neck.
As it just kind of hits it right up the side with the edge of the shield, and you see like his neck actually, like his head bends completely backwards as you see his esophagus kind of open up.
And then I look towards the guard and the cultist.
They're looking at you all, but they're still holding strong as they're just kobolds. They're much tougher than kobolds.
Yeah.
Just kobolds.
You can see that they really do not care for one another.
Nope.
That's all I got. So.
As you get in here, we need some of that.
I can't make it to you, but I'm gonna chuck a javelin. I'm gonna move here,
All right.
and I'll chuck the javelin. I'll chuck it at this kobold. Get the kobolds out the way.
All right. You can see he's ready another sling. Oh gosh, that's a hit. How do you want to describe this kill? As he's just about to use the sling again on
He's
Bell?
running, he's lining up his shots, and all of a sudden, a javelin is in his perspective and straight in the middle of his forehead.
And as you get this wide smile on his face, his head slowly turns, and in slow motion, he sees this massive bar of iron just.
And I raged, by the way.
Right.
Oh, which guard is it this time? Oh,
You feel the bloodlust coming on from killing such a tiny creature.
Oh no.
I'm gonna get shanked.
The guard here, as he is severely limping, he is going to book it.
No.
So come back here.
He's okay, I get him.
We get him.
He's okay.
The
Oh, yeah.
kobold, he's dead.
The monk.
The kobold, he's dead. The guard here is going to come over to Saint.
Oh, hello.
As he puts his shield up and he's getting ready to stab you two-handed with his spear.
How's he putting his shield up?
He just kind of drops it. Oh, 9. Like, as he brings it around, you just feel kind of a point hit your back, but it doesn't go through.
You, my friend, should have chose better.
That guard, Reynala.
Okay, my invisibility is over, and I'm going to dash to catch up to this guy. And
Going
I'll
that way,
catch
you will take an attack of opportunity from that other guard.
That is fine.
Okay.
Right now.
As he looks, sees another tall woman rushing out, and he takes a spear. Nope, 7 doesn't hit.
No. Woo, you tried, buddy. And I'll get him next turn.
All right.
Mm,
Is he within range of you?
um,
Yes, so you have to disengage.
yeah.
If he's
Alright, that kobold, dead. The one here,
Yep.
he gets down on his knees and drops his weapon. I surrender! I surrender! I surrender! And he plants his like head in the dirt and like holds his hands over his head.
Oh, wow. He okay.
The bandit looks.
Son of a biscuit.
Stupid fool. Looks like he's gonna get ready. I'll take care of this myself. And he's rushing up to Bell.
Okay. I'll say if he runs, I was gonna shank him.
Does a 11 hit?
No.
All right. As he brings it up, you just kind of bring up your flute and block the scimitar with your metal flute.
Nah, it's my rapier. I brought that out.
That's your rapier. All right. So you just bring up the rapier right in front of you. I'm gonna enjoy skinning you, boy.
Okay.
Go ahead, Bell.
I'm going to turn to him and be like, all right, well, if you want to enjoy skinning me, I'll skin you first.
Ooh. And you just kind of bring your rapier around and just completely counter him as you basically take it through his hand, and you completely take out the scimitar from his hands. And how do you describe this kill?
I say, them fighting words there, and then I jab it through his throat and then kind of swipe to the right.
It's just kind of just stabbing right through his throat. You just kind of drag. You see the skin pull. You see blood starting to gush out. He just slumps against the wall and dies.
Do a quick flourish to clean the blade. Shink.
The kobold is still like head in the dirt, just like terrified of what's happening right now.
At least you know what to do, I say to the kobold and Draconic. Okay. Just stay right there.
The cultist is kind of, or Bell, are you going to do anything else during this?
I don't think I can do anything. No.
Move at all?
No, I don't want to move.
Okay.
Oh, never
The
mind. One
cultist.
second,
Oh,
actually. Hey,
yes?
Saint. You're doing a real good job, man. Doing a real good job. Take a bardic inspiration.
Fair enough.
Bardically inspired.
Mm.
The cult is looking at the situation, seeing how one of the guards are running, how the other one is fighting an Iron Man, and the kobold has given up. He's like, oh, screw this. He's gonna start
Where do you
dashing.
think you're going?
I feel like he's about to get shot in the back of the head by a javelin.
Maybe I will. Yeah,
Yeah, no.
maybe I
Is he-
will.
He's just booking it. Saint.
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
Mm-mm. How we doing there, guard? Backhand.
He tries to raise a spear, you just raise your hand. That's a hit. 9.
And he needs to make a strength save.
Yep, 1
Unless
sec.
he's dead.
No, he's not dead,
Oh,
but he is very injured. As you see, you basically knocked his jaw out of place. Strength save.
I love that.
9 does not make it, and he is knocked
No.
completely prone and flat on his back.
And I'm gonna move just here.
All right. As he's like dazed on the ground. Ugh.
That's it.
Nezzy.
Oh, you know, we're gonna javelin him.
He's like looking back at you as you're readying it.
Oh my god!
And as you toss it, you see the leaves of the tree in front of you just like completely get shredded as the javelin just rips through them. And he's moving up, and you see it go right through his stomach and his kidney area, as it not only goes through him, but it impales him to the ground. Ah! He's alive, but he is currently restrained by the javelin.
That's adorable.
Ooh, I'm gonna come for that booty.
He is bloody.
Wow,
Is that what you like when you rage? Jeez.
completely
scary.
different person
What did he
here.
do it?
Dang, you weren't kidding about bipolar.
Nope.
Hmm.
Apparently not.
Mercy.
Alright. The guard here, Reynala.
Mm.
He's like, stay back! Stay back! He's gonna quickly
No.
spear.
No.
Will a nope 9 doesn't hit as you just completely sidestep it and it goes right past your muzzle. The other guard. I mean, she kind of has it. She's part animal.
Oh,
Sort of.
Perfect.
The guard here, he's going to take half his movement to get up as you see his jaws kind of slack. And he limps his way over to Saint.
Saint's kind of like, I'm sorry for that.
wow.
22.
Damn.
Yeah, as he actually gets you like in between the plates, you'll take 5 damage in the shoulder.
Could be worse.
It's more of like a inconvenience than anything. Ray. Oh, you did a -5, my friend.
What the hell?
I'll
Hold
put you
on.
back on there.
That was odd. That's better. I put -5 and it was like, no.
You're -5 now.
Okay. Oh boy, here.
You're gonna break a neck.
Yeah, I'm gonna scoot up a little more.
Yeah.
And pop. Why is that an advantage?
Doesn't matter. Both.
I
Wait,
forgot.
14, 20. Let me make sure. The 20 hits.
Okay.
He did.
How do you want to describe this kill?
Oh, really?
He was already
Your
injured.
weights.
Oh,
He
yeah.
took a full 9. Okay.
I think I want to slap him so hard that his neck spins around.
With your massive size and strength, as you see the spear just go right past, you're close enough to counter, and your palm just goes smacks him right in the cheek so much, his head does a complete 180.
How dare you try and burn the trees?
I'm talking Looney Tunes style here.
Nobody burns the trees.
He stays standing there for a second before he falls.
And I use like 4 feet of movement, whatever. I'll round to 5.
All right.
And I'll have 35 left. Whop. And I'm gonna go up here.
All right.
Hello.
Oh, trouble.
Oh.
The kobold here, he's just submitted. He's not doing anything. Bell, there's one guy. Well, there's technically 2 guys left.
I walk slowly. Lift up my hand crossbow. Actually, you say he's injured, right? I want to insult him to death.
He is bloodied, and he is currently impaled to the ground.
Yeah, I want to insult him to death. Man, you look. I'm gonna, as I scream out to him, man, you look real pathetic laying down there. Woof. Mom will be real disappointed in
3
you.
damage.
Your mama must be real disappointed.
You see him like clutching his stomach area where the javelin from Nezzy is. He's like looking up. He's like, she wouldn't think that, would she?
Oh, she would. Oh, she would.
Would she?
And he dies.
Mama, I tried.
I
You
try.
didn't try hard enough. Man, that was great.
We're gonna get slapped again.
You're gonna slap him? Oh.
Oh, that's a hit.
I think he's
Oh,
dead.
the slaps.
Describe this kill.
I just kind of smack him in the chest and crush his ribs.
You just take the point of the shield, goes right into it as you just see his chest actually indent as you hear a crack. And he just falls back on his back again. And he just stops moving after convulsing for a bit.
Maybe next time we'll know when we've given up.
The initiative is over.
Alright.
Well, I'm retrieving my javelins. Give me.
Ow.
Your rage has ended by now.
So, I'm just gonna say this real quick. Oh, wait, you. Right, I forgot about you. You're coming
Still
with us right now. Coming with us right now. Yeah, shut it. You're coming with us. Unless you want to end up with your friends. You want me to stab you? I pull out the rapier.
No!
Then
It's
shut
death,
up.
or you do as we say.
Yes. Let's go.
Intimidation bell.
Okay.
Intimidation, you say.
He said for more. Let's see. Intimidation. Let's see how intimidating you are from.
Oh
my turn.
no!
Suck it, you flute player!
Fine. You want to play like that? Fine. Fine. You want to play like that?
Yes.
Here you go.
Can I? I want to try now.
Oh. Ooh, you barely miss him as he just kind of sidles to the left. He's like on the ground, like crawling.
I want to pick
Get
him
the two
up.
big guys to stand over him, yeah.
Oh, Nezzy, you said you were going to try. Okay, yeah, you pick him up. You said you were going to try Nezzy.
I'm gonna, kind of just sharpen my axe. I'm like, your head, they can just swing it nice. Your head's gonna go fine. Gonna try intimidation. 17,
See
hey.
with a stone.
As
gonna
Reynald
pin his head.
radiate him.
Oh my god.
Indeed. He looks like
Okay. Cool. Now let's get going before your friends come back, and then we have to kill you and your friends. Okay?
No, wait!
I'm gonna
No.
like cradle him and pet him a little bit.
You take back, then they kill me.
Listen.
Well, that's alright.
And what's the difference between us killing you and them killing you?
Gonna heal a little bit.
At least
here.
you'll be less painful.
Exactly. However, we could change that if you choose not to listen.
He's like very much contemplating all of this.
Slowly drawing out my flaying dagger.
No. Let him give him a chance to think.
I'm giving him chances, but
This is a big decision
the
here.
more we wait, the more the kobolds are getting it down closer. Okay.
Yeah, we make deal. Yes.
I think that's the best thing you've said all day.
Yeah.
I give you information, and then you let go.
Mm-hmm.
I
But
don't know
yeah,
about
come
let
with
go,
us, right?
but
Come with us right now.
No.
I'm going to stab you if you do not.
No, please.
I'm walking closer. If you do not change your mind by the time I get over there, I'm going to stab you.
going to stab you.
You're going to get stabbed.
I'm holding him.
Right.
I'm like cradling him like a baby.
I put the dagger close to his stomach. Now what's your options?
Fine.
There you go. Good boy. Or girl.
I'm
Don't know
gonna
what you
hold
are. I
out my
don't care.
dagger and walk towards you. If you get in the way, it's your own fault.
I'm walking with scissors. Let's go now, please. I'm very cranky after you slinged me.
Slinged you? Okay.
He fired a rock at me.
It's a rock.
And it hurt.
So, Reynald, are you still carrying him?
Oh yeah.
Like, how are you carrying him?
I'm cradling him like a baby.
Princess style, pretty much.
His arms are just like crossed right now as he's like, you see a worried expression on him right now.
It's
As
not
he's
over.
like, there's a worried expression on him. It's like his eyes are dotting back and forth.
I'm gonna pet him on the head.
No thanks.
Oh, come on.
He loves it, really.
I'm sure he does.
So, I'm
Then you
tired,
guys wish.
and I'm out of spell slots.
Oh,
Well,
That's your
I'm
fault.
very tapped. Yes, I know it is. So,
What do you guys wish to do?
nap? Or we could get some information and then can we please take a nap?
And
Hi,
yeah,
Bunny.
it took us half a day to get where we're going.
Yeah. It's only 11 o'clock.
yeah, we can go there by night,
Yeah,
Get some
see?
items stealthy,
Yeah, see?
Not a bad point. Not that you were thinking that.
Half
but,
of them
you
will
know.
be
I
sleeping.
Wait a second.
Um,
Y'all are nocturnal, aren't you, pretty much? Alright, then the kobold.
Mm, They are.
He's not gagged.
He just shook his head. Yeah, he's like,
Oh, okay.
You can see that he does look a bit uncomfortable, right? Because he's out in the daytime, or at least forced to be out in the daytime, but the clouds are helping.
I put my cloak on him.
Baby swaddle.
Baby swaddle.
He like huddles up in it, just like looks away from all of you crouched down.
Oh,
He loves it.
it's
Now.
adorable.
What can we expect going forward, Mr. Kobold?
Wait, what are you asking?
What can we expect going forward from here? To your camp.
Give me persuasion check.
I gave him my cloak. You better be very grateful. Then again, I
It's a kobold.
threatened
He's
him.
a kobold, yeah.
If they find out I tell you this, they kill me anyway.
You know, you did agree to the deal to give us information.
To be fair, I think they'll kill you anyway.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, fine, I see.
Good.
He like sits over by you, but kind of like keeping distance from Nezzy, as he's seen what she's done to a fully grown man. And he looks amongst all you. Yeah, big camp. Lots of people. Little over 200 people.
Ooh.
That's a lot.
Me, my clan, we not part of cult. We get paid to hunt. They need lots of meat. Lots.
Oh, what happened?
It's okay.
Okay.
My headphones messed up.
Okay.
What else? What? No.
Who's in charge at this camp?
Yeah.
Things.
On.
On.
Give me 1 second.
Who hired you?
There. 3 that are in charge.
Oh.
First, the lady with the big spear. Morndoth, I think called.
Yeah.
Next, big blue half dragon. Don't remember name.
Like Joseph.
Saint Squints. Langdrosa.
That's it. Yes. And then the black lady. Big horns, nasty teeth.
Oh.
Resmia, that name. She run show. She direct camp. Very strong.
Interesting.
Let's see.
Okay.
We probably should tell you this. Yeah, we want a rear guard. We were stragglers that didn't return yet.
Okay.
We didn't get to meet the rear guard. They're likely still ahead somewhere.
So what you're saying is you were the useless group.
We're not useless. We simply hadn't got back yet.
You know, we might be able to use that to our advantage.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He looks confused.
Well,
Don't worry about it.
I'm not too sure about that. I wouldn't kind of gestures to himself like, I think this might be a giveaway.
Well, we did just kind of kill a bunch of them. We can take their clothes.
I kind of went one-on-one with Langdrosa.
That is a problem for you, huh?
You see the kobold look to you. I remember you. You lost horribly, didn't you?
Do you want to end up like your friends back there?
Yeah.
'Cause I'm still alive, remember
cloak
that.
again.
Hmm.
Remember that Langdresser couldn't kill me.
He just snarls.
He did come back.
What else?
What can we expect from a layout here?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we-
what's
what
the
are we
easiest
walking
way
into?
in?
Large outcropping of cliffs. Camp down at bottom. Bunch of tents. Slaves up front. Leaders towards back. Like, he starts drawing out a small representation of it. He's like, this goes here. With his client, this goes here. And he's like really desperately trying to remember exactly what goes where. And he kind of does. I'll write this out. He kind of does a shape like this. A bunch of tens.
Okay.
And there are cliff edges with watchtowers around.
Okay.
And big tent towards back. Then the cave. Yeah, the cave.
Cave as well.
In the cave.
We not allowed to go in there.
Oh,
Only
go in there.
leaders allowed.
Only leaders.
And why is that?
No clue. We bring
Helpful.
food. We bring for camp. They take half food back there.
Getting in could be a problem.
They take slaves?
Although,
Nah, they
I
take
was
lots
just thinking-
slaves.
this could be that. You're right. You know what? You're right. That could be of use to us.
Who takes the slaves?
I don't know.
Like, who gathers them, pretty much?
I don't know.
Okay.
Tell me, do you
Upfront.
remember any of these three? And I point to Belle, Reynala, and Nedzi.
He like taps his chin. Yes, I remember. You sorted my friends 5 minutes ago.
Before that, during the Green Nest thing.
No.
They don't? This could be of
I never
advantage
seen
to you
you.
guys.
How so? Because I'm
They
fairly
remember
certain.
me.
Okay. Okay, we could use that.
He remembers you? The kobold?
They all remember me.
I mean,
Because he was the only one that walked out of the keep to go fight Langdrosa.
that's true, and we killed the only
So-
other people who actually saw us.
I mean,
Unless
well,
they
you're
saw-
hard.
Unless they saw me over the wall.
Well,
You are the air quotes talker, shall we say?
yes.
Okay. I'm the talker.
Mhm.
I do have a disguise kit.
I mean, performing is kind of your thing, right?
Hmm.
I could disguise myself as one of possibly the bandit or the cultist,
Exactly.
and we could take you three as like hostages or something. Try to get you in. Or we can have old what's your name there, Kobold?
Parker.
Parker. We could have Parker lead us in. However, if I'm the one to do it, I can have your weapons on me.
Yeah.
I mean, we're only
Weapons.
scouting.
True, we're only scout.
I don't
However,
think we need to go this far.
if we can get that one guy, that'd be great. Out of the
One guy.
monk.
Never heard of him. Must have went with the other group.
Surprise.
I don't remember what his name was actually.
That's on you.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
You knew he was a half-elf from his description.
Half elf.
Yes.
I'm asking. I'm selling the description to the guy here. Like, it was a half elf.
Kobold.
We have many people. Human, half-elf, halfling.
Mm.
Me.
Me.
How many?
But we don't know. All over the place.
some meek clans of kobolds, some of these worshipper cultists, some bandits and mercenaries that are hired off, all from different backgrounds.
I meant how many slaves, to be specific.
I don't know how much they brought back. We didn't bring back any ourselves.
Okay. Well, we're still how many miles out?
About 6 miles.
If we rest now, we can make the rest tomorrow or at night, and we can scout out at night.
True.
How
It's a
about
bad
this?
chance, I guess.
Since you promised not to kill me, I'll also point out where the rear guard would be.
Okay.
He kind of goes up, and you can. It's like on a little hilly area, so the outways, and he points to like this large outcropping between two large, massive rocks.
It's like, they set up there, they stay up in elevation, they drop rocks, stay out to fight, hit from above.
Okay.
Can go around, they not expect it.
I don't think. I mean, if we go through with said plan, we might not need to go around.
Yeah.
True.
If we can get, there's like a good enough amount of, well, I would say people there. We could try and rescue as many people, too. Depending on what we can get.
Hmm.
For the moment, though, I say we rest, and then we can move over there and make a plan once we see the camp.
Okay.
That sounds good.
All right, so you all get a long rest.
Let's see.
Please.
All right. What do you do with Parker here?
Oh, he's staying with me.
Baby Swaddle.
He looks
Yes.
very awkward right now.
He's baby swaddled. He's under my arm. I'm curling up with him if we're going to sleep.
Heads off.
Don't run away while we're sleeping.
He like just laughs nervously and just shakes his head yes.
Okay. That's good. That's good. That's good.
I'll say I'll say it does take about 8 hours. So it is about now 7 in the evening, as you can clearly see the sun setting now.
Ooh.
All leaving only like purple and red skies. As you all wake up and you do see Parker is still there, swaddled under Ray, and he's still looking very awkward, like he hasn't slept the entire time.
Oh, I just thought of something. Two of us here don't have dark vision.
Yep.
Well, that leaves me and Nezzy to be like the actual looking.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's make time. I guess. Try and get close.
All right. So you guys wish to continue on?
Yeah.
All right. As you move forward a few more miles, you do see that you are a few hundred yards out from those two outcroppings that Parker pointed out, where you would know now that there is a rear guard stationed, although you cannot see anyone. They must be remaining hidden.
Okay.
I'd say you're about 500 yards out.
You know, that spyglass would have came in handy. Oh god. Wait, what did it do?
What can we see from our position?
You can't see anything in terms of a camp, as you assume it's like a bit further back from this rear, where this rear guard would be stationed. Mainly, it's still all the steppies, the hills, and steps. Sorry.
Steppies?
Sorry.
I don't know. That's how we pronounce it. Steppies. Steps.
Steppy.
They all kind of scattered about different hills, the large rocks, and a few smaller trees now than there were before. Mainly, there are a few different ways to go. All of the most direct path looks to be through the outcropping.
Okay.
Hmm.
So we avoid the outcropping.
Well, it depends. Do we want to go in here as we would, or find a way around?
Describe as we would.
Well, that is a very good
Mhm.
question.
You see.
We can go through with the three of you acting as bandits for hire, shall we say?
Okay,
With
okay.
me as the so-called prisoner.
I like that idea.
Do you wish to go through with it?
Yes.
I feel like they'll know something's up.
It's worth a
Would
shot.
they,
Just
though?
having one person as a captive.
But it's me, and they'll all remember me. Especially after what happened.
What do we say if they ask how we got you?
I leave that up to you.
Like maybe you were out for, I don't know.
Hawker, what do you think of this?
I know not what they left. Sizable force, enough to kill us all here.
Oh, agreed. I wholeheartedly agreed with that.
We did not expect anyone to follow behind us. They may not expect much resistance to be following them.
Do we have any rope?
Yeah.
I've got rope.
Yeah.
They maybe only expect cult members to come.
Cult
So
members. The cultists, right? What did they wear again?
By that he kind of means like in general the people that with the cult and like who are part of the cult and who work with the cult.
The cultist, he was an actual member. The one we kidnapped, right? He was like an actual someone up there.
Yeah.
From what you know, yes. Although he wasn't really wearing anything distinguishable.
Okay, so he wore a cloak and he wore that crap.
But you could see that he was mainly just wearing common clothing.
Cover clothing? Okay. I could try and.
As most of the cultists you saw look like they could have just been from any walk of life.
Okay. Alright. Wish we could actually see the camp by now.
Since it's getting darker, you guys can see somewhere past this outcropping. There is a little bit of glow, you assume from campfires.
Mm-hmm.
Only it's very light.
We could get a little. I said we get a little bit closer, just so we could see a little more.
Yes.
Camp.
Please.
Yeah.
All right,
It's getting dark and can't see.
How close do you get to the outcropping?
You said we're 500 feet out.
500 yards, roughly.
500 yards.
So about 1,500 feet out.
Jeez, that's it again. I don't know, like
15.
good 600, 700, right? So it's like reasonable distance.
All right.
Yeah.
As you all approach, give me perception checks.
Perception.
Nope.
Ooh.
Oh.
Nezzy.
Ooh.
Oh.
I see nothing.
Bell, as like Ray Nala and Saint are past the ranch, it kind of like moves back by and just kind of hits you in the face. Not for any damage, but keeps you from really looking well. Ray and Nezzy, as you are looking out, Nezzy, you have an easier time with it due to your dark vision. But you can see in the outcropping behind some boulders that are pretty well placed. There look to be two figures talking to each other, and they don't seem to notice your presence yet. As one looks to be looks to like be dressed in cult clothing, and the other in heavy armor, wearing a long red cape, and it looks to be human.
Only the two of them around?
That's the only one you can see, but judging by ways that they're kind of looking around and speaking, you can assume that there's more somewhere.
Alright.
So they do look heavily outfitted.
Hmm.
It's up to you guys.
Hmm.
Lots of silence.
Thinking.
So just go over it one more time.
Go over what?
What is it they see?
Basically, they see two figures kind of up on the cliffs, hidden pretty well behind two boulders. One looks to be dressed up as a cultist would, and the other looks to be a very heavily armed man. And judging by the way they're talking and looking around, you can assume that there's more than just those two there. And they look very heavily equipped.
Hmm.
So Paco, what do you make of this?
Definitely rear guard.
We're at the
Rear guard.
bridge now.
It is.
Meant to kill anyone they think isn't with cult.
You got a safe word or something?
I don't know.
No signal or anything?
Eh. Unless we can just convince them, then they not kill us. They won't kill me. I kobold.
They want money.
That's obvious.
You're with us, so maybe that'll be a little bit of an advantage.
Do you
Yeah,
want to?
Not for him.
He points to Saint.
Or I was just gonna
Don't-
say, do you want to tie my hands up?
That would be very satisfying.
Not you.
I'm gonna put the hood of my cloak up and try and make myself as close to look resembling to a cultist.
With the black cloak, it's not perfect, but I mean, you do come off as someone who doesn't want to be noticed.
Hmm. Okay.
By that, I mean that's just how a cult member generally would be.
Okay. Yeah, I say we loosely kind of put the rope on your hands.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start doing that. Start
All right.
lightly bounding him, so that way it's easily that he can get out of it.
Do you allow this, Saint?
I allow it. Yep.
All right. You do
Hip
kind of
is
feel the
loud.
ropes tighten behind your back, and while they are tight, you do feel that they are loose enough that you can get them out in case of an emergency.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is gonna be cult member?
I mean, I got the cloak too. I guess I could.
All right, and you both have the black cloak on.
Yep. Alright.
What about you, Ray?
No, I'm just gonna keep carrying Parker.
They don't be carrying me. They make things suspicious.
Look, you hurt your legs. It's fine.
I didn't, though.
You hurt your legs.
Okay.
Parker?
I can help with that if you want.
No.
What was it, Nick?
How close, I'm looking at right now, how close do you think she looks to being passing as one of you cultists?
You mean to Nezzy?
No, Renala. Because
Or not?
Not many of your furry kind there, but not
No.
impossible.
Okay. So just, I'm a minority. That's all.
All right.
Alright.
You guys wish to go through with this?
Yes.
I'm going to.
I can't think of any other way.
So, Nezzy, do you want to carry the shield? So that in case.
Sure. Do you have an idea as to how we captured him? Because you're a charisma boy.
Let me think this one through.
I wouldn't exactly say that after the last encounter, I'm in top form, shall we say?
Here, because this will check out with our story. When what were you doing? I said Parker again. What were you doing out there?
We were just catching up. We take short rest before we head the rest of the way.
Okay. We were resting out in the woods when suddenly this metal behemoth here walks on out. He killed a whole bunch of our friends, but I managed to get him. We managed to get him subdued, and we've taken him in as a captive.
Alright, that should do, hopefully.
Parker gives 2 thumbs up.
Can I use my disguise kit to kind of make Saint look a little roughed up, though?
Sure.
Just rub some dirt on him. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Rub some dirt, make him look a little bit cut here and there. Make him
Alright,
look
yeah.
believable.
Hey, I just thought of an idea. Is Parker wearing anything memorable to the cult? Like
He's
any,
wearing a loincloth.
well,
Not memorable.
that does not help.
Alright.
The only things he has with him looks to be a curved dagger and a sling.
Gonna keep
Well,
that. We're gonna keep that on him because that'll make him more believable.
I would hope we keep that on him.
Yeah. And Parker, remember, if we're found out, they're going to kill you if they kill us.
That's true. They probably will.
So help
Okay.
us out, okay?
Okay, if they find out I run.
That,
Sure.
mm,
I'll just make
I
sure
don't know
to
how well
shoot
it's gonna
your
go.
ankles, that way you can't run. Alright. You ready?
Isn't he being carried?
He is. This is gonna go so bad
Okay.
if Roll 20 decides to be a jerk.
See how well it goes.
Alright. Let's try this.
Alright.
Slowly.
You guys, so what's the pecking order here?
I guess I'm at the front
Mm-hmm.
with.
I'll be
Thank-
behind.
Or you can wait. Where do
We
you
should-
want to be?
We should put one boy in the middle, Saint.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And have either one of us on either side of him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You two flanking,
Yeah.
and then, or you behind, because you're also carrying what's his face, Parker.
Either one.
You could let me down.
We could.
No.
Nope.
No,
but
I
then
like you.
Run. Remember, your legs hurt.
No, he's damaged his legs. His ankles are gone.
You hurt his leg in the fight.
Oh, no.
Something with his leg. You better come up with a believable story, Parker.
As you guys all start walking up, you can kind of see the shadows approach, and as you move through, all of you suddenly see about 6 cultists on either side of the ravine, along with a few masked figures and one heavily soldier-looking being, all aiming spears at you. Identify yourself as the armored man aims a heavy crossbow at Bell.
Fellow, I put my hands up. Fellows of the cult, leading back a captive we've found.
Captive.
Point to Saint.
You see the mercenary lower, his face goes dim and serious, and he looks to one of the other cult members. Drop the ladder. And you see them to the side drop kind of roll a rope ladder down. The mercenary with 2 fellow cultists come down, and they come forward.
Oh, good.
How did you come about this thing?
Our party was resting, and when we were resting, this metal behemoth walked upon us, managed to slay a good chunk of our party. We only, after the death of a few of our brothers, managed to subdue them. Old Parker here hurt his leg as well.
He was just a victim.
He shakes his head furiously. And he,
Saint chuckles. Next time it won't be hurt.
Bell,
Mm.
give me advantage deception.
Oh, God. Come on, roll 20, please!
And it's going to be rolling against his insight.
Whew.
Woo! 20.
And hopefully he doesn't get a higher roll.
If only I could inspire myself.
He's like, I see. He kind of steps past you and he walks up to Saint. The one who went up against Lingdrosa. You're a talk amongst the camp, you know.
Just remember, he still couldn't kill me.
I'm sure he could have. You are simply in his good graces, it seems.
Hmm.
Lads, he looks up to a few of his mercenary buddies. Let them through. Take this trash to the camp. They're right through here. You. He looks up to one of the masked figures. If you would, escort them if you would take them there. Yes, master. And you see one of the robed masked figures come down, kind of this wooden mask that resembles a dragon, kind of a rough humanoid dragon shape. And he starts walking behind you,
Alright.
but they let you pass.
Isn't he supposed to escort us? Oh,
He's just, follow me, brothers
Alright.
and sisters.
Yes.
As you're walking through this ravine, is there anything you
I just think, holy crap!
I guess. Oh, I'm just looking around, looking at their defenses and how many numbers.
After that, you can't really see any more defenses. Again, that seems to have been a rear guard that was meant to alert the camp early on should something happen. But they don't seem to be part of the camp itself. And as he leads you through the ravine, by the way, that was a deadly encounter, so good job subverting that.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
As you move through, you can hear hearty cheers of what you can assume to be very much the cult camp, as around the bend you see the light of campfires. And before we go into this, we wish to have about a 5 to 10 minute break.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh.
Good job.
Felt so nervous that I was gonna screw that up. For that split second, I was like,
To
be honest,
boy.
Sorry, I was going to ask, do you want to see what the encounter would have looked like?
Yeah,
Sure.
Would have been
Yeah,
good
sure.
to get a look at what we were going to have to fight if we
See.
had to.
Zoom out a little bit.
Mm,
It could be worse.
Yeah, that's kind of
Trust
what I
me.
thought.
Well, it's pretty bad.
I'm assuming the veteran was the worst part, and the acolytes.
It could
Or
be
What's
worse.
also like they're about 15 feet above you.
So
It
we'd
could
have
be
to have a hard time getting to them.
We've done worse.
Okay. That was amazing.
This gives me a moment to think about how we proceed going forward, because I got nothing after that.
Same.
I'm sure we could come up with something. Okay, it's fine.
I'll bear back.
Alright.
Hmm.
Whew. And you have a little kobold friend who hopefully won't rat you out.
Please no.
Air
What's
quotes,
Parker's
friend.
expression right now? Now that we're like,
Right now, I can easily say he is sweating bullets. As he technically helped enemies of the cult get in, and he's not sure how they'll react. If he should rat them out, he's not sure how they'll still react to him being with
We'll
them.
kill him.
that was something. Thank God.
Do you think we'll get any downtime while we're here?
You could.
Okay.
It's up to
Okay.
you. Well, you'll just have to see what it's like when you come in.
I have a plan.
Because this is a camp that supports around 150 to 200 different people.
So the entire plan here really is right this second find the monk guy.
Find the slave tent, which we're going to. Get some captives out if we can. However, that's going to be even more difficult because we have to walk through that crap, possibly.
I don't think it'll be that difficult.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We also have, I don't know, we could try and see what's in the cave, but I doubt we're going to live if we try and screw something up there.
Hmm.
Because the more information we can bring back, the better. As long as we gather a bunch of information, we don't gotta do too much. Too much.
You guys are doing well so far.
Yeah? Yeah.
And you dealt with the first groups very well.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to look as suspicious at all. I'm basically just looking forward like this is a casual day.
Casual day.
A casual Monday to Friday walk in the park. Okay?
My God.
What?
Yep.
Yep, totally normal.
Walking
Yep.
into a cultist camp with a prisoner, or quote unquote prisoner, behind you. Yep. Behind whatever the
Yeah.
masked thing is. Oh, wait, that's an acolyte, isn't it?
That's a
Mhm.
miracle.
Okay.
Oh.
So they're basically just below full cult member. They're like very much more devout than the standard cultist.
Oh. Okay. Got past the rear guard. Amazing.
Yeah, the book specifically said, yeah, this encounter is meant to mainly be taken on by 6 or 7 people instead of just 4,
Oh. Nice.
because they also have things they can just use on the cliffs and not just their standard
Yeah.
abilities.
They
You're
did
back,
say
Kenny.
about dropping rocks,
Yep.
so I mean, I would assume so.
Yeah, they drop
Okay.
rocks, and that's not fun.
They're gonna squish us like bugs.
We got through there. It's fine.
So,
Part 1.
who's ready to enter the camp?
Alright, let's try this again.
One sec.
See how
Oh,
much
that's
more
interesting.
deception we can get through.
Let's see
So-
what we
Oh
got.
my god, there's a lot of captives.
As you step in around the bend with your acolyte and I'm gonna go ahead and put Saint in the restrained thing real quick. There we go.
Air quotes restraints.
You can see that there is immediately at the mouth area there is a watchtower with what you consider to be like 4 kobolds all in it, and they say they see you coming in, they kind of like wave at you, and Parker waves back. The cliffs around the sides of this place are about 150 feet tall.
Yikes.
They are massive, and you can see that this place does extend like 800 feet back to the wall.
Yeah.
So your tokens are not to scale with this.
Okay.
This is just kind of showing in general where people are, and there are a lot of people moving around. All ranging from different walks of life, as you can see, different kinds of clothing, ranging from cult members that are kind of sticking to themselves, along with kobolds that are kind of sticking to their own little groups, with varieties of different races such as humans and commoners' clothing, and other kind of robes as they look to be celebrating their successful raid.
I'm waiting for our masked boy to lead us.
The guide in front of you is kind of pointing out towards the very edge of the camp. It's like, if you would, take it down to the end. We're keeping out some of our prisoners there. The master awaits you. He cups his hands together, bows, and he starts walking back through the gorge.
Master awaits us. I'm just looking at the amount of people normally, but thinking, oh my, oh boy.
I thought they might
Oh,
think
boy.
of me as important, so this can work.
So let's go, captive.
You guys just move where you wish right now.
Lead the way, Bill.
And we're going specifically all the way over here, right?
Where?
He pointed all the way over here, pretty much.
Yeah, you can see there's a large crowd in that direction.
Okay. Just want to make sure. So much dynamic lighting.
Yeah, there is. You can see over to your side here. Right now, you're still carrying Parker, right?
Yeah.
You can see over to your right. There is a large group of what looks to be slaves. You're not sure if they were some arenist or from some other place, but they're all kind of surrounded by these masked men as they're just humbly looking over their workers as they are slaving away, carrying different boxes and what looks to be cooking some food.
Alright. I'm gonna walk around him.
Watch it.
Yeah, sorry.
You can see as you're walking through, from some people, you are garnering a lot of attention as they're looking to your captive.
Yeah, I would bet. They're probably very familiar with him. Those are guard drakes.
That's what I was hoping.
It's good and also not good at the same time.
It gives us a better chance.
Is that the champion of greenest? It's the champion of greenest.
Where's the master? I don't even see the master.
Where's the master?
Just stop right here for a sec. Well, if you go a bit further, I'll show you.
Okay.
If you get to about right there, I'll stop it.
Alright. Right here.
As you get about right there, just to the edge of this large group, you can see that they are all kind of circled around a center point, as you see this in the very center.
Is that the monk?
I have a handout to give you all.
Yes, the monk.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So it's a fight. Pit.
Ooh.
I think that's him.
Looks like it.
Did you oversee the handout?
Yeah.
Yep.
As you can see, there is indeed a half-elf looking character strapped up to a large cross. His body beaten. He looks malnourished, and you can see cuts all along his body as he looks half passed out, half conscious. As you see the cultists toward the front, kind of showboating. And who are we to take this unbeliever? But to take him by the knife, as you see him cut along the knee. As you see many of the people around kind of cheering at the pain wrought onto this Laosin character. Also around in the general area, there is a much larger tent right here that you can see is constantly patrolled by heavily armed men and even these dog-like creatures that resemble more dragon than anything else. And they are looking like they are guarding that tent furiously, like with a passion.
Yeah.
And you see there are even some cult members that they aren't letting get near. Towards the end, you can see a small cave that is indeed also guarded by 3 heavily armed men.
Yep.
What do you do?
Well, I'm looking for the master. I'm assuming that's him. The main one. I just walk a little bit forward.
At this point, you can see that some of them are looking to you. He's like, oh. And as the crowd parts, you see the Dragon Claw look to you. Initiate? Who have you brought today? As he looks at Saint.
I brought the champion of greenness. I do a quick little bow with my head.
He looks over to Saint and kind of looking over, seeing scuff marks all over his body that you've done with your disguise kit. And he says, "You've done well. Maybe there's hope for someone like you after all." And he kind of plants his hand on your shoulder.
I do another bow with my hand and I say thank you.
You. He looks over to Nezzy.
Yes.
Come with us. And bring him. As he points to Saint.
Yes, of course.
And he also points to Belle.
Well, he's pointing to me to bring me?
Well, both of you to bring him.
Okay. Saint.
Right.
I kind of whisper. Go look.
Wow.
Please. I don't know what's...
Don't touch me, foul demons.
I kind of start trying to yank him basically with us.
You can see all the cult members kind of laughing at him. Now, you can see him point to one of the other crosses in the group. Strap him.
That's what I was hoping for.
Alright. We start strapping him.
Alright. He is a bit heavy, and it is kind of having to put on a show to show that you aren't doing it willingly, Saint. But
Oh no, I'm going along with it wholeheartedly.
as they plant you up, and you
Where would you say so? I was gonna say, okay.
and they can feel that they've taken off your bonds that Bell and them have planted,
Mm.
and they have held you up very tightly to this cross here.
Oh,
As you can
that's
see,
fine.
the dragon claw is also kind of tightening some of the bonds around your hands and feet. Brother, sisters, you've done a great service to the cult this day. He plants a hand on each of your shoulders. Go, get some rest. I am sure Master Resmir will greatly reward you for this after she returns.
Anything for the cult?
Indeed. Now go. And he looks back at everyone. All of you, get back to work. This is not time for gawking. As you see them all start dispersing.
Hmm.
Whatever you guys do now is up to you.
The heck do we rest?
Wherever you want, you guys got in. I got exactly what I needed.
I'm just gonna go, I guess, right about here and stand.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, sharpen my axe,
Alright.
clean it up a bit too.
What about you, Renala?
I'm gonna take Pucker and go sit next to a fire, find a piece of wood, and start carving something.
Whittling.
Yeah.
Alright, as you go find a fire, you see a fair and haven't really had people towards them. And you set Pucker down.
Can I walk now?
I mean, I'd prefer it if you still sat with me, but if you want to walk.
Fine.
He does sit with you. If for nothing else, that he wants to see how this ends.
Teach him whittling.
Yeah.
And what exactly are you carving?
I want to make a little dragon head.
Okay.
Like a little pendant.
You have wood carver's tools, right?
Uh-huh.
Can you give me a dexterity? Can you click that and hit dexterity with?
Yes. 10.
Oh, 10. It's taken a little bit of time, although it's not too difficult as it's a small one.
Mhm.
So, and it will take some time for you to actually carve out the finer details. As Parker is looking on it with a bit of interest, as he kind of does recognize the shape you're making it of, but he keeps his tongue. Nezzy and Belle, as you are both resting and waiting, you see a heavily armored man walk up. What are you slackers doing here? As he's looking down at you.
We were told to wait for the lady.
Oh. What, you wishing to suckle at her teat?
But no.
You're needed on guard duty right now.
Dragon Claw had to say.
I point to the dragon claw and I say, he told us to wait.
I don't think the lady would be too happy if we're not here.
I frankly don't care what she thinks. I need at least one member for the watch. Now, are you gonna give, or we're gonna have some talks with your lady?
I look at Nezzy.
You want me to go?
I kinda, yeah. I think it would be best.
So be it. And I guess I go.
Alright, he see him point up to the guard tower up here. Up on the cliff.
Oh, how do I get there?
You can see. Yeah, there is a way past around this way to climb up.
Alright, I mean, hey, this gives me vantage point. I mean, guess I make my way there.
No slacking.
Of course, of course.
Hmm.
Saint. As
Yeah.
you are hung up by the cross, you do see that the Dragon Claw is currently conversing with the what you can assume used to be a greenest guard. And you see Leosin kind of look to his left at you. Got yourself in quite a predicament, friend.
Just turned to. Actually, I got exactly what I wanted.
Oh, you too. At least I'm not the only one.
How so? You got yourself here on purpose?
I wish to find their base of operations and hope to learn more of them. And I've learned definitely more than I did in my time in Candlekeep. How about yourself?
Fair play. We knew exactly where the operations were. We just didn't, and we didn't know exactly how well built they were. But this gives us all the insight we need, and of course, you're here, which is the reason we came.
Me? He kind of looks back to make sure no one paying attention. What you saying?
Greenest were concerned for you. You hadn't returned.
Ah, Nighthill, I assume.
Indeed.
I was wondering if he lived. Well, when you return, you can tell him I'm alive and well. I'll be returning at my my best convenience.
Again, that's why we're here. We're getting you out of here.
You assume I wish to be rescued?
No, but I think we've got a nice placement to get us out of here without any problems. And I can't think of any better way.
What worries me is over there. And he kind of gestures with his head over that cave.
Hmm.
I've seen him taking lots of meat in there. Full animals. The only ones that ever go in there are a few of the higher ranks, along with a very tall dragon, half-dragon.
I'd heard that only the higher rankings were allowed in there, although I'm not too sure of if it's wise to investigate.
And where would you say that?
You seen this place? It's quite well defended. They even notice you're gone. You're in trouble.
True. I suppose it would be a bit of suspicion, although I can be deathly silent when needed. Don't you worry. I fear for yourself. You're kind of a big target.
Oh, I know. And I was counting on that to get me in here.
Nezzy, as you finally reach the top, you see one of the guards in greenest clothing. He's like, finally. Someone to change shift. Yep, here's this. He hands you a small spyglass. Use it well. Not that I'm expected to have it needed this night. And he immediately starts walking off, leaving you with the job.
I guess I'd take the spyglass and I'm just gonna look around.
Do you stay on the cliff or do you go up in the guard tower? As you can see, there's like about a 15-foot tall guard tower up here.
You know what? I'll go in the guard tower.
All right. As you go down, as you go up, another one was going down. You see, he went to the campfire, and the one other guard, a fairly young man, looks back at you. Sorry, didn't know anyone else was coming up here.
Yep, just took somebody's position.
Don't worry, it's not the worst job you can ever have. If not, it gets a little dull. You get used to it.
I should do fine. It's just looking out.
If you don't mind my saying, you don't quite look like one for guard duty, but look like a frontliner. Just saying on appearances.
I love a good fight, but they put me up here. I mean, it's fine, I can kill it later.
I suppose. As you're kind of looking out at the expanse of people down below.
Mm-hmm.
So, What's your impression on the grouping so far? It's a bit overwhelming, to be honest.
It's something to get used to. Should be fine. Good money with it.
Oh, of course. They pay more than double what I made doing Guard Duty at Greenest. Quite a deal, actually, I must say.
Hmm.
Were you there for the raid?
More or less in the surroundings, just killing some here and there. Not too much, honestly. But
I see.
guess who we were able to capture?
Oh, pray tell.
The champion of Greenest.
Champion.
Mm-hmm.
You mean that big iron fella with the glowing head?
Mm-hmm.
I heard he was taken down by Langdrosa himself.
He sure was.
So he managed to try and make his way back here, did he?
Yeah, me and my group, we were resting because we were a bit behind than the others, and he came out of nowhere, killed, a good portion of us, and we took him down, and we brought him here. And the lady went to see him.
Must be good with the blade if you managed to take down that monster.
Oh yeah, it took some time, but we were able to get him. We wore him down.
Well, as he's here, out of our hair,
Mm-hmm.
let the mistress have his way with him. Malder, by the way. He holds out his hand.
I shake it. Just call me Nara.
Nara. Nice name. He sits there for a moment in just contemplative silence before he looks back at you again. Nala, was it? Nala, was it?
Just good.
Oh, welcome back, Lyra. Oh, can you hear me?
And gone.
Oh no. Discord died.
Mm.
Freak.
Rip.
Alright, I'll come back to her in a second. Belle and Ray. Well, Ray, first of all, you do finish your sculptor in time, as you can see that it is a fairly nice sculpture of a dragon head that she's made here for what she's, had in her limited time.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you guys wish to do as you're waiting? Is there are people that come by, give you odd looks here and there, as some of them haven't seen you before, but others just shrug it off and continue on. Others give you a bit longer looks.
I'm gonna take my little carving and give it to Pocker. Say, here.
Why give this?
Well, just cause.
Is this some trickery?
You saw me make it.
I know.
Do you think I can have magic? I can't. No.
He takes it and he starts looking over it very subtly.
Fine, I keep.
Okay.
Kimmy, are you back yet?
She is not.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh.
Kind of hoping for this next part with her, but all right.
She might be resetting her internet too.
Yeah. I'll go and get back to her in a second.
I'm texting her right now.
All right.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
She left.
I've actually got contact with her at the moment, at the very least.
You see the dragon claw approach.
Aye? Or is he... Who's
Both of the three of you. The mistress comes. She wants to speak with the ones who captured the champion.
Alright, I stand up and I, guess I...
Pocker looks to Ray. He's like,
Technically, my legs still hurt.
Okay. I'll pick him up.
He was just enjoying it.
He does enjoy it.
Alright. Where's the lady at?
he looks like he's getting right here. And he's like looking in a state of like he's lining up.
Oh. I stand like right next to him a little bit, but behind him, like looking.
You all see the guards at the cave part, revealing 3 figures.
Oh, okay.
One is the lady, Frulam Mondath, that you see with Blue Dragon at greenest, her halberd still at her side. The other one, Langdrosa Signwrath. As you can see, he has a long, ornate spear and his greatsword on his back, although sheathed. But then there's the center one you have not seen before. Looks to be a half-dragon like Langdrosa, but she's black in color, with 2 horns instead of 1. And she looks a bit hunched over, in a sense, although they all are wearing these purple robes that you've been accustomed to seeing as they all approach. My lady, the cultist bows down.
What is this?
You hear a very kind of this hiss under her tongue.
Who are these infidels?
I bring you our brothers and sisters from one of the rear guards. They brought you this one here, as they all looked at Saint, the champion of greenest. And they all look to you. And Saint, your eyes meet that of Langdrosa specifically, as he looks to you with a bit of a curious look.
I looked over. It looks like you got your wish.
You can see him put on a wide smirk, but he doesn't get to speak. As you see Rezmir go up to you first. And as she moves up, you can just see this partial wave of acidic cloud coming from her maw.
The champion.
As her claws kind of gratingly drag across your chest, and it kind of sounds like nails on a chalkboard.
Tickles.
Worry not, dear. Soon we will become well acquainted, you and I.
As she starts to dig her claws into the plate that was dug in by the blacksmiths, and you do start to feel actual pain shooting through your magical core. As you can sense, there is a lot of magical energy radiating from her.
I lean in a little bit. I'd watch where you put that claw of yours if I was you.
She digs it in further, and you'll take damage.
Fun.
She moves over to Leosin and grabs him basically by the chin.
You, my friend, you the one I'm going to enjoy the most. I cannot wait to break you as I broke your brother.
Leosin doesn't say anything. He just looks at her with a hint of defiance, but also kind of fake surrender, as he doesn't try to... Was that Belle?
Kimmy was asking me to type something in Roll20 chat. She's trying to see if her internet's...
Belle. She walks straight up to you now. Ray, you can see just how much she's towering over him. She's quite tall half-dragon, and she's like peering over him, almost like she's inspecting him. As you can hear her sniffing through her skull-like nostril. And she's going to roll an insight check.
No.
So you are the to bring in the Metal Man.
Yes.
And what of you?
She turns to Renala.
Hmm? What
You
of me?
vouch for this one.
I do. I saw it with my own 2 eyes.
He turns back to Belle.
Kneel.
I kneel. Very willingly.
You see her take her index finger, and she plants it on her tongue. And Renala, while you're standing, you can see that there's a bit of steam coming from her finger as she does that. You can see this tiny little trace of green acid on the tip of her claw. And she brings her hand down to Belle. And Belle, you feel this tinge of pain start dragging across your cheek.
Oh.
Kimmy?
There's Kimmy.
Uh-oh, is it working?
Kimmy?
Yes, I don't know what happened. I honestly don't.
Don't worry. Right now we're just at Nick, who is currently kneeling
Yeah,
before
I
the head of the
saw.
camp.
Yeah.
I loaded the stream and I saw.
Dragging her acidic fingernail across your cheek, and Ray, you can see that as she's dragging it slowly and agonizingly, there's a bit of smoke coming off his skin. You can see a deep scar being left. And Belle, it hurts.
I'm trying to embrace the pain. Just like, yeah.
And she drags a single mark and forms it across your cheek. Ray, do you speak Draconic?
I speak
Yes,
Draconic as
I
well.
do.
I think
It is
everyone
the
except
symbol.
Kimmy does.
It is the symbol for pet.
Oh.
Oh, well then.
Ooh.
Son of a bitch.
She plants her head in your hair, and she kind of like just pets you. Says,
Welcome home, brother.
Nice. Stay healed for the moment.
and she starts walking off. As she does, Langdrosa approaches Saint. He simply walks up and he stands there with both confidence but also a hint of pride, saying, "They say you died. I'm glad I was wrong."
Looks like you're not much of a champion then, are you?
Says the one who was face down in the dirt with a sword in his chest.
Still not dead.
And I'm glad for that. He looks around. For what it's worth, you would have made a fine addition to our brother. I pray that your death be quick should it come to you.
I have no plans to die yet.
Keep it that way.
He
Frulam
likes me.
doesn't seem to really respond to any of you. And they all head towards the large tent.
Mm.
And as they go in, the guards simply start circling around it. And they're gone.
I stand up at this point. Mm.
Consider yourself lucky, brother. Most people she talks to simply get melted on the spot.
It's quite the fortune, really.
And you see this guard here to go over and starts to keep standing guard in front of
I turn to Ray and I'm like,
You alright?
that was so scary.
For concept, Nick, if she had in any way detected that you were possibly faking this, she could have instantly killed you.
Makes sense. Did she? How far was she from succeeding?
You don't need to know.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank
You
you.
don't even know.
Thank you, roll
But
20.
as I was going to continue with Kimmy, just real quick.
Oh yes.
Kimmy, as you're talking with the guard up there, he stares at you just for a few more moments, and he's like, Nala, was it? Nara?
Nara. Yeah, Nara.
Tell me, have I seen you before?
Could do,
Somewhat
I don't
familiar. I
know.
can't place my finger on it.
I mean, I did a lot of crime. You know? Gotta make money somehow.
Give me a deception check.
But
Not
it's true.
bad.
Deception. Where's the... Oh, I'm not too good. Is it gonna go through? Oh. I'm having issues.
Maybe.
Oh no.
What kind of crap?
Let's see if it goes through.
Is it gonna go through? Why?
Go.
Roll
I
20.
don't think it
Go.
is.
Go.
Oh, the
Try it one more time. Maybe I didn't click it. Oh my god. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
It's only the first one.
The first one. He's stroking his chin a bit. He's like, no, I could have sworn I... But then his face stops. And he looks at you with a hint of realization.
Oh, I'm chomping.
If you'll excuse me.
Nope. I'm covering his mouth and slitting his throat.
Don't let him go.
Go ahead and give me a athletics versus his athletics.
Athletics.
Go.
Ooh, things with the space go.
It's gonna go through, please. Why?
Just wait till you get to that new computer. 12, let's see what he gets. 11!
Oh.
Yeah, you're just like... And what do you do as you have his mouth over... Or sorry, your hand over his mouth?
I'm slitting his throat with my axe.
Yeah, you just bring up your axe, and you just... bring the edge of it... As you hear him gurgle a little bit, and ever so slowly after the next few seconds, he stops moving.
Is there a place I can hide his body?
It is basically, it's a just perfectly square watchtower with very little things in it. It's about 30 feet across by 30 feet, but there's not much aside from maybe a few barrels and crates.
Can I shove him in a barrel?
Yes, you can. As you look in, there's just like a few different pieces as you hear, is everything all right up there?
Oh, yep, all good. We just thought that we saw something, but it's good.
Are you sure we shouldn't check on it?
A-okay. It was just a squirrel.
I'm right at the ladder. I can come up.
It was just a squirrel.
Deception check.
Actually, I can imagine as she's shoving him in a barrel, she's like, it was just a squirrel, man. It was just a squirrel.
As you like dump him in the crate and just like put it over.
You're so screwed, by the way, if they catch you.
It's gonna be a constant chain of people going up the ladder and slinging throats.
This was, to be fair, this is what I was hoping she would do.
Okay, listen, okay.
Deception, let's see what he rolls.
Yeah, good.
There's only
Good gosh,
three
what are they with these close rolls? That's a 15. He's like, if you say so. And you hear him go back.
Clean up any blood.
There's a little bit. You can see that there's some staining, like your clothing. Just a little bit, though.
That was from earlier, you know. After dealing
There's no
with...
proof it's his blood.
Yeah, no. It was from my fallen comrades, okay?
Some rogue barbarian.
The ask where he's gone. He already left to take his break.
He went to
I
the
don't
toilet,
know
yeah.
what to tell you. He really had to go pee.
He had to go pee. Oh my god.
Alright. Is there anything you wish to do while you wait for your shift to end?
I'm just keep on scouting. Yep, just keep on looking.
Alright. Saint, is there anything you want to try and do if you think you can do it?
Well, I just want to check. Leosin, he's a half elf, yeah?
He is a half elf.
Half elf. What does the guy behind us look like?
He looks to be human, but he's wearing armor that resembles greenest clothing.
Hmm.
I see what you're thinking there.
Hmm.
He speaks quietly.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you know what I'm thinking, but there's a problem with that.
You know. that one member that was torturing me some time ago. He comes quite often. Although it's not easy for him to hide the ears.
Is that a problem, though?
No. Certainly not if he were to have an unfortunate accident and placed up on here in my stead.
I think you got exactly it.
I just hope you didn't come alone.
Oh, no, far from it. I'm not that stupid. I'm just glad the rest of them were able to pull this off.
By the skin of their teeth.
Yeah.
I just killed a man.
You're making such good friends with him.
As she said
We were having
proudly.
such a nice conversation. Then he realized.
I like to imagine though. He remembered you because you were like, I don't know, childhood friends or something, not because you like saw you in town or anything. No.
Yeah.
Just childhood friends, and
Well,
you just
he
slit
said
his
no.
throat.
No.
It's like a childhood crush, and he's like, "Oh gosh, what am I just gets nervous."
Oh
Can I
gosh, you're
just
killing
kill
me.
No.
You guys do see Saint still tied up, or Belle and Ray. What do you do?
I don't know
Now
what
that
to do.
the danger is a bit past. Like, do note that it is quite a distance between these things. These are not to scale with the tokens, so things are further away or closer than they seem.
I mean, like,
And it is
That's-
fairly dark.
Let's see if we can get any more information out of Pucker. So, do you know anything about if they change shifts at the guard over there? And I'm gonna point to where Saint and Theosin are.
I would think so.
He's gonna roll intelligence check.
Oh god.
Oh, God.
Oh
He has a
no.
-2 to this roll.
Oh, it's
Oh,
worse than
God.
mine.
Hey, you got a 18.
Oh!
-2.
Wow.
That's a net
Wait,
20.
does that mean he got a net 20?
Oh, he had a nat 20, so he has a nat 18.
He knows.
I think, remember, they change every half hour.
Half hour. Okay.
Hmm.
And do you know any of the guards?
No, me
Oh.
killed your own kind,
Okay.
but
Fair
you
enough.
killed my clan.
Look, I didn't kill any kobolds. I only killed the
I killed
bandits.
cultists.
He looks so
Yeah.
rebel.
I didn't kill any kobolds. Oh, wait, no, I did. I
You
killed one.
thunder blasted him.
Yeah?
Thunderblack.
Whose fault was that?
Disheveled corpse.
I look at him.
Yours.
You slinged me.
Oh.
You slinged me.
Mm,
So you blame
Okay.
my brothers for my mistakes.
He was aiming for you.
Face also slinged me.
oh no.
Oh, my God.
Excuse me.
Yes.
What was that about a slaughtered kobold?
From when we brought him in. I look at. That's the way
Slaughtered
to
a
say.
kobold.
No,
No.
our party.
Ah.
I just kind of. He attacked our camp, or a little resting party. Okay. Many died. We survived, and we bring him here.
And he died and we survived. A bard that rhymes, I love it.
Oh, I see. Sorry,
Yeah.
I guess I'm still a bit jumpy. So, sorry, friend.
Yeah, you're fine. There.
I would think that with Belle's new little mark, he'd have a bit of a higher rank now, would he not?
To be honest.
Well, it means pet, so.
Yeah.
But I mean, exactly how many of them know that?
You have no idea.
And at the same
Probably the
time,
kobolds.
that's well, kobolds will, but I'm also saying because that's the mark of the leader of said camp.
I mean, like. Judging by how jumpy they are, I don't even know how we're gonna get out of here. This point was
True.
Saint.
It's true.
I mean.
Raynala, I will say, since you have good, fairly good perception, mainly because you are Furbolg and You guys have good senses. You can hear that there are many voices coming from around the camp, but there's also voices that are talking within the tent itself. You just can't make them out from where you are.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Don't get closer.
So there are definitely conversations going on around.
Okay. Okay. Anything that, like, any keywords that I could pick up on?
Perception check.
Oh,
Yeah, I kind of want to listen in too. So this is like,
Both you.
perception.
Perception.
19.
Belle, you're still like trying to like rub off the pain, I guess, of that mark they placed on your cheek
fantastic.
as it stings. Like, imagine they literally burned away skin and there's just flesh there now.
Man, this is gonna leave a mark. I have to explain this.
But Ray, as you're listening in, knowing how to close out the world with your training as a monk, you do hear a few choice things. Give me 1 second. Where is it? There it is. You do hear just a few different things. So what you think's in that cave? From what I hear, only Lady Mondath and Lady Resmi are back there, including a handful of their personal guard, plus a few of those special little suckers, the kobolds. Any reason? From what I hear, the only thing I hear about is that they call it the nursery. Bit of dark humor, if you will. That's all I know about it. Another one being talking of, did you see that wizard in red coming in? Aye. Got in while he owned the like he owned the place. He's from Thay, indeed. Aye. One of the red wizards. One of those frightful ones from that necrotic damn city. What do you think he's doing here? No clue. Must have saw you went in the tent. And there's one more piece of information you were able to get out. There it is. Freak, there it is. What are they supposed to be doing with all that gold? They have us come in, they have it raided, but we don't even get to keep it. Shut your trap! That's for the Dragon Queen. Be praised Tiamat's glory. And that's all that you can get.
I'm gonna relay some of this to Belle. So we have a nursery, a red wizard, and then gold for the Dragon Queen.
Doing that. The nursery.
Talker, do you know anything about the nursery?
Never been in self. Only certain ones allowed in. Maybe the higher ranking hunters.
Huh.
They bring elk in, elk don't come back out.
Oh, I see.
Okay.
We also take prisoners back there sometimes. They don't come back out either.
They don't.
So all prisoners or just some?
Ones that have no use anymore.
Uh-huh.
Ones that can't work, or ones that don't join the cult.
I see. So, you don't think Leosin would be sent back there, would you?
Depends on what the lady wants to do with him. She's been keeping him alive for a long time now.
I see, I see.
God swap.
You.
Ha.
Forget your name. It's time for a guard swap, and I can't see anyone fit for it better than you. Capture the champion. Pet.
I kind of look at Renala and then slowly Over here.
Indeed, Saint, you see that Belle is part of the guard's watch right now.
Who's
Well, at least I
looking
got
at me?
someone good watching.
One of your compatriots, I would assume.
Of course.
Who's watching?
Mark looks good on you.
Thanks. Me too.
Definitely makes him stand out amongst the group.
He turns his head, and you can see she put a similar mark on his cheek.
So it's not good, huh?
You don't know.
Your marks are importance.
There doesn't seem to be anyone who's really paying attention directly, more just maybe out of the corner of their vision, but they're not paying attention at all, more like keep to themselves. And they're out of earshot.
Saint, what do you think we should do? Kind of whisper.
Well, Leosin, tell me, you got yourself stuck in here all by yourself, I assume.
Hey, he found me in greenest, unfortunately. I was trying to masquerade as one of the cult members, but the half-dragon, Resmir, she recognized me right away.
Unfortunate. But I assume you have a way out of here.
I have my ways. As you look down, he looks down to one of his boots, and he's like rubbing up against the post with it a little bit, like he's... And Belle, you can very subtly see the tiniest knife you've ever seen poke out of the sole.
Oh.
Very good.
What are you trying to do there? Or is he just trying to get a weapon?
What are you trying to do there?
I mean...
When the time is right, we can use this. However, we need to make sure no one's watching, and that they don't discover me immediately gone. Nor you.
That's the thing. We can probably deal with. Me getting out of here unnoticed is a bit of a problem, especially with the amount of guards on duty, I guess.
True. I'm gonna go real quickly. Go up with Nezzy. You can see that there are 2 more guards coming up, as you can hear him coming up the ladder. He's like, you. Boss needs you downstairs. We're taking over your watch.
Alright. Good luck. And I hand him this spyglass.
Alright. Thank you. As you go down, you see the same heavily armored man. Alright. New schedule, whelp. You're scheduled for the kitchen.
Oh.
So, you do remember where the kitch is, right?
Not really, honestly. This place confuses me still.
Do everything around here for you whelps. Come on.
Alright.
Shut it. You hear him just grumbling to himself the whole way down. And he brings you about to a point over by the massive slaves.
Oh, yeah,
and you see they're already carrying loads of food. The little whelps here will get you what you need. Now, be a dear and make everyone else here a good meal while you're at it. He just pokes you, pokes you like just below the neck, and just leaves.
He touched me with his curvy hands.
Don't touch me.
I could kill him.
Okay. Blackout.
I could. But no, too many people. No, I won't. No.
Roll me a wisdom save.
I killed him.
Don't do it.
No.
Don't. You should know how.
Involuntary rage.
You should.
Yes. Oh,
I could rage cook.
Rage cook.
Yeah.
Kind of wish it failed now. But you do kind of like breathe in, breathe out. It was just a one-time thing, and he left.
All right, who's ready to cook? I am. Let's cook.
You see many of the various people look up at you with they're all wearing rags first of all, and they're very disheveled and dirty. As you can see, their hands are very bloodied from carrying so much, and they're all looking at you with a bit of apprehensiveness and fear.
I'm not gonna hurt you. You guys want to cook or what? I mean, it could be worse.
You see the cultist with the mask kind of laughing as his arms are crossed. You have to be a bit more forceful with these rats. They tend to be a bit slow. Is that right? He slowly pulls out a dagger, and the slaves quickly start, try to get very enthusiastic about the work and start moving things around.
Yeah, work, yeah.
Well, good luck with this lot. Best thing you can hope from them is a bit of spit in your soup.
Oh, it could be worse.
Would you find another one? He looks to one of the younger ones. I may have to gut a pig.
Hmm.
So
Well
you're trying
then.
to go cook?
Yeah.
You see a few benches that are splayed out, mainly with fresh deer and elk that were just killed. And there's a few different veggies splayed out as you see some of the slaves bringing out boxes full of the stuff, although they're trying to keep their distance from you as they do. Is they kind of place the box down and while keeping their bodies away, scoot it over to you, then leave. As they all look absolutely terrified.
Cooking class, anyone?
What do you wish to cook? Or how do you wish to cook?
We'll just cook a stew, classic stew.
Okay, let's see. I want an intelligence check. Actually, survival.
Better, I guess.
That's
Good
good.
rolls.
Okay, you know, a few recipes here, since you've had to take care of your family quite a while. You are going through it, and it's a fairly nice stew, as you do see that there are some of the cultists are going, oh, it's making my mouth water, hurry up. As you're going through that, with Saint, what's going on here?
Oh.
Oh boy. So what's the plan? I'm at how looking about right now. Things don't look particularly good.
Look, my entire plan was to get us in here. I hadn't exactly fully formed something to get us out.
Yeah, well, I mean, would have been great. Hey, Leo's in, right? Yep.
Indeed.
Other pet guy. So,
A pet guy.
do you have any ideas?
Well, he's looking around. It is dark out right now. It's about 9 in the evening. Well, maybe 10 at most. He's looking around. Well, for me, one of the easier ways we could go about this is to replace me with another half-elf. First, your friend here. You don't see much of him. Best you can hope for is an illusion.
I was just going to bring that up. Well, thank you, Lawson. Thank you.
I can, but the issue is, I look at the guard drapes. I don't know if they can see through it or not.
They're looking around. They're not specifically looking over there. They're just looking around the general area. And imagine if you look at the handout, you can kind of see what the cross looks like.
Yeah.
And again, it is dark and there's not too much light over here.
Because I'm pretty sure.
Unless they're focused, we'd be alright.
Huh?
Unless they're focusing over here, I think we might be alright.
Okay.
My concern is
what's their
the
route
rest of
travel?
the prisoners.
Well, so we have our way of getting both you two right. I think if we can get us out of here at the moment, we can at the very most report back and possibly come up with a plan, since we'd probably be with the guards of the town, who aren't cults. And we could possibly, I don't know, figure out a better solution once we have actual people with us. However, here's the other thing. What's our route of traveling of getting out of here if we do get you free? Because as far as I can tell, the main entrance is pretty blocked off right now.
You do know there was more than one way through into here. It's just that the most direct way was through the gorge.
Can we climb up this?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like from the left area you came from.
Well,
Yeah.
it looks like there's an. I can't really see much because of dynamic lighting, but it looks like there's something over here.
Where?
Bottom left, behind you.
I can't actually see that though. I don't know what's actually there.
Can you see my arrow though?
I see the arrow, yes, but I don't see what's.
Yeah,
It's
it looks like from the
a
angle
cliff.
I'm at, it looks like there's a slope there.
It's a cliff.
There is a cliff.
Any input, Theo?
I suppose, as long as you can cover up your friend's glowy bits, it shouldn't be too bad. Assuming no one decides to look under the hood.
Yeah.
As for your other friends, you'll have to get them all together as well.
I have no clue where Nezzy went.
Meanwhile, Nezzy, you indeed have this nice little stew that is in front of you. It is a sublime taste, as you can see the little veggies floating along with the freshly cut and cooked elk meat, the venison. And already you see one of the cultists coming up. Ooh, lass. I have to say, you're quite the handy cook compared to some of the rabble around here.
Oh, I appreciate it. It's gonna be a nice dinner.
Oh, if you wouldn't mind, give it a little taste test.
I don't know. How bad do you want this?
Oh, I mean you, miss. You're the cook after all.
Oh, don't touch me. No.
He's not
Don't touch
touching you.
No, don't even think about it. Just, no.
Don't touch me.
Go somewhere, go.
No offense. You seem awfully skittish. Something wrong?
No, I keep to myself.
Mm-mm.
Hey, well.
I'm not ready to have children.
What?
Okay. I was not expecting that.
I was not either.
I mean, what else is it?
That was
Jeez.
a turn.
That was.
Wait
I'll
till
make
the
sure to
left
spit in his
turn.
soup.
Yeah, he does her as a... He looks at it with disdain. He just dumps it out. Forget what I said about the soup.
I didn't say I'd spit in it. I said, okay, whatever.
Oh, I thought you said you did.
I said, I'll think about it.
Oh, I see. But either way, he does look back to the rabble. He's like, alright, all of you, back time. You're to your tents. Get them in chains. As you see them rallying the slaves to their tents.
Hmm.
And you can already see from your vantage point, Nezzy,
Mm-hmm.
they are inside chaining them up to posts, and looks like be leaving them there for now. Alright, your services are no longer required. Off with you.
Okay, toodles.
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 Renala, what are you doing in this time?
You know, I'm keeping an eye on what's going on with Belle, Saint, and Leosin over there. Trying to seem like I'm not being just, obviously awkward. I've got Parker with me, kind of having a conversation with him. So, Parker, what's it like being 2 feet tall?
You mock me. You do see that Nezzy just came back as well.
Oh, hi, Nezzy.
I killed a man.
God damn it.
She whispered it. She whispered it. She whispered
I know,
it.
I know.
Go around
Oh, yeah,
pronouncing
man.
it.
You want some?
You want what?
I made soup.
I'm having like an existential crisis over here.
What I like is in the entire time we're planning to get the fuck out of here, she has killed someone and made soup.
Wow, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Tea in the soup.
What?
No, he's in a barrel.
Oh no!
It might have been my childhood crush. I'm not too sure.
You killed
I've seen him before.
She's dead. She's dead.
You made soup! Oh no!
So, do you want the soup or not?
Oh!
Ew.
Do you want the soup or not?
Do I have to leave to go get it?
No, I brought some.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just sitting right here. Potter, come here.
I don't understand what the problem is. They kill me
See?
all the time.
No, just sit down and eat with me, please.
He loves it.
It is a finely made soup, and it smells heavenly.
There's a tear in my eye.
I'm just
Nothing
gonna
wrong, okay? I killed a man
blankly
and made soup.
stare into space.
I killed a man and I made soup.
I like to imagine they just
Slowly spoon the soup into my mouth,
Yep.
staring blankly.
you think it's someone, you find like, I don't know, a chunk of meat and you think it's a toe or something.
Oh.
It looks like an ear.
Oh.
It's like,
Methinks you broke her.
I don't know. What did I do wrong?
Yeah.
he starts downing the soup, like just gulping it down.
You know, here you go, Parker. You can have the rest of mine. It's fine. I'm not hungry
He takes the bowl after he finishes the other one. He starts gulping it down.
anymore.
That's
Hawker has gained 5 temporary hit points.
Did you not like my soup? What's wrong with it?
Parker just becomes
I'm
the tank.
just not hungry right now.
He's now the tank of the party, apparently.
I could have spit in your soup, but I didn't.
Oh my god.
Parker's a blue boy now. Thank God. So, oh God. After that dilemma,
So what are you doing, Belle?
I'm looking around for. We just need to get a half elf over here, but aren't people like still side eyeing over here? Like,
They're not like they're not looking at you. They're just like, you know that they could, if they were paying attention, they probably could, but you can tell they are not worried at all what's going on over there. They're looking at each other.
I just don't know how we're gonna slip a half elf onto this post or something to swap them out. Like, I don't. I feel like there's a flaw between that and that. Like,
Depends on how quick you
We
are.
don't even know.
how quick? I mean, I can't do very well, okay? Plus, you also have that thing. I point to my cheek, okay? So that guy's probably won't gonna have it.
As long as they see a half elf, at the very least, it buys us time.
Mm,
I mean,
agreed.
we gotta get
Better
out of
than
here.
an
I
empty
doubt we'll be
post.
paying close attention.
I'll look around for a half elf.
Perception.
Looking around for any more of my kind.
Your dark
Could
vision
type
does
out
help.
after the post.
Hey, that guy.
That guy.
Oh. Well then.
You can see definitely pointy ears, although human face features.
I kind
Half
of,
elf though.
I see a half elf. I say to Liaison.
If you can get him over here and kill him quickly, we can undo our bonds and work our way out. Assuming we don't get spotted.
Okay. Okay. Trying to think of how to go about this, because I mean, if I walk over there, I'm probably gonna draw some attention. I was just like, "Hey, guy, how you doing?" You just
Well, you could just say you're swapping post.
has it been 30 minutes yet?
It's been about 20. Although it's been it's kind of here or there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are these two looking at me as I'm walking?
No.
Okay.
They're conversing with each other. They look to be arguing over a stack of coins.
Okay. Hey guy.
What you want?
Swap and post? Yeah? You wanna
Swap and post.
yeah, swap me out,
I
man.
don't want to do your damn job.
Come on, man, I'll make it you do it. You listen, you made me have to explain myself, okay? That was rude. You calling me out. No. Do me this favor once. I'll return the favor, okay? Come on.
What?
I said sorry.
I know, but come on, do me this favor and I'll return it to you, okay?
Give me a persuasion check.
Seems like this better work.
Oh.
All right, he's gonna roll. 2.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I
Wow,
rolled
that's wow. So he looks to you, he's like, stands up, gets up in your face, and he points a finger up to you. You definitely owe me for this one, mate.
I know, thank you, man. I put my hands together. I'm like, you're not gonna regret this.
And he just stands with his back to the prisoners.
Okay.
With his back.
These two, right?
They do not seem to be looking.
Hold on. I have a perfect idea now.
Slips.
Hey guys, hey. Oh, seize the soup. Hey Nezzy. Do you have any more of that real quick?
Yeah, I got some for everyone.
Okay. Can you hand me a bowl?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I wait a minute, just standing there, kind of like pretending to like, you know, I don't know, just stand there talking.
Eat your soup.
I eat my soup.
Yes, soup.
Yep.
Soup.
I eat the soup.
Slurp it up.
Yeah, it's fine. Hey Nezzy, you got another bowl?
You want another?
Yes.
It's fine, take mine.
Okay. And I slowly walk back to him with the steaming hot bowl in my hand. Like, hey man,
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
here you go, man. I told you I'd return the favor, man.
Expected a bit more. He takes the bowl and just looks at it.
It's still,
It smells better than some of the other rat bowl that we get.
yep, fresh from the kitchen, you know. Or, well, yeah.
You see him kind of just. He's still standing up, by the way. He just kind of taking
Mm-hmm.
it down a little bit.
These two, right?
God.
They're still bickering. They're not looking any way over
They
here.
They're bickering.
Okay. They're not looking any
God,
side
I wish we had
glances.
some poison.
No.
Okay. So I'm debating. I could shank him? And like make it so it doesn't look like he's bleeding when we actually try and put him on the post.
Good shank you.
Yeah. 'Cause I'm not strong. Screw it. I'm gonna. Oh boy. Ooh. Yeah.
This can go horribly wrong.
Second option is
You.
we find some particular herbs. I poison the soup.
Yeah.
Problem is, I already brought the soup.
We can get more. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking. Does he
A
look?
drink.
Does he enjoy
A drink.
said soup? Is he enjoying
Up to
the
you guys.
soup very well?
Oh yeah, he's digging it. He realized it is of high quality compared to what he usually gets.
Yeah. You Yeah.
Thanks to an 18 roll in survival.
Yeah. So no one's looking at me. Just to double check.
Nope.
Not a single
Nope.
person in this camp. I positioned myself a little bit so that way I'm in the way of these guys' gaze.
Oh,
Cross your fingers.
Grunt. So,
This is like tense all the
because if I fail,
We-
we're dead.
we've done so well of persuading and decepting our way into this, and now he's just going to stab someone.
I still
What do you want me to
poison's
do?
gonna be the way to go.
Poison?
Yes.
I knew I should have taken the sleep spell. I thought about it too. I was like, I could get the sleep spell. No.
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 Alright. Alright, man.
God.
Hmm. I cannot.
Oh,
I don't want to break. I don't want to be the cause of our ruin here. Okay. So
if anyone's going to be the cause of ruin, it will be me. Trust me.
yeah.
I think your friend's having an existential crisis.
Right now.
Me too.
So here's the plan. Right now.
Mm-hmm.
You see that half elf over there? Just replace post with.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna swap him out for Leosin. Or Leosin.
And how are you gonna do that?
Well, we need to knock him out somehow. I was gonna try and stab him, but I realized that wasn't a good idea. So I think your capabilities are better in this situation right now.
Okay, okay. Let me see what I have in my herbalism kit. If I have anything I can
mean,
use.
you could just like punch him unconscious, right?
You know,
Just do the classic punch him in the gut, he passes out, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, he's just
Vulcan
sleeping,
grip.
you know?
Yeah.
could do that. Or we can make him like some kind of herb that has something to put him to sleep with. Huh?
To be
Do we
fair,
have
she
Slip it in a
would
drink?
know,
Do we
she
have
would know
any
her
of
nature
those?
stuff.
Make him a nice tea?
I don't think he's gonna do
Herbal.
tea. I think he wants beer.
Well, I can put it in beer.
He looks like a beer boy.
Yeah.
Do you
He
have
won't
said
notice.
herbs or?
Well, what kind of plants are around here?
It's a bit sparse, mainly because like you see that so many people walk through here a lot, but there's still some plant life. I mean, give me a survival check.
Okay. Wait, stealth, survival. 14.
You do see a specific like blue-looking flower that has a very deep root going through the ground as it digs into the very hard dirt. And being one of nature, you do recognize this as dragon fang, a particular potent poison if done under the right circumstance, mainly using the root.
I see. Yeah, let's go dig that up.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you do have a dragon fang plant.
Alright.
Didn't you just get herbalism as well?
Nezzy,
Yes, I did.
do you have any? Do you have any more stew?
I go and back and get a bowl here.
Okay. Do you have a mug? Ale, possibly,
Probably my best of ale, no?
or any
Mug.
type of liquid.
I wish. Maybe some water, that's about it.
Hmm. Okay. I think the food might do.
Maybe.
So you're going back for some, Nizzy?
Yeah.
Rushing back, kind of working your way through the crowds, you do make your back to the stew pot,
Oh, yeah.
and there is none left.
Knew it.
Oh.
I knew it.
You do kind of smell some, though, as one of the cultists you see sitting at a stool next to one of the tents to the slaves. There is a table, and next to it you do see a steaming bowl that he has not touched yet.
Is it the cultist that, you know...
It's a
I
different
yelled
one
at?
from the looks of it.
Okay, I walk up to him and I'm like, how much for the soup? I'll give you 5 gold.
How much for the soup?
What you the one who made it?
Yeah, I'm hungry still, okay? I've had a long day.
You have a big stomach for a woman. I guess you are a half-orc.
I'm a half-orc, of course. You want the 5 gold or not?
Fine. Easy money for me. He hands it over, kind of sloshing it a little bit, but still keeping most of the contents in.
Alright, well, it's whatever.
Walk
back, I guess.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
The entire time here, Dylan has just been stuck to a post.
Yeah,
So far, I've killed a man and made soup.
out of him.
No.
Yep. So we have Soup A. Number, and now it's got to do some shady stuff to it with the root.
Soupe.
Soup A.
Soupe.
Soup A.
Give me an herbalism kit check if you're doing this with the poison using your wisdom.
Query with
They smell good.
12.
I mean, it's you've known it for a bit. It's not the hardest kind of plant to process. You are only able to get one use out of it, though,
That's fine. That's all we need.
That's all we need.
as basically a sprinkle of the toxins.
Now, he might start feeling a little sick after he eats this second bowl. You better hope he eats a second bowl.
He just overate, you know?
How hungry does he look? If a man
I mean,
looks
he's
hungry-
just finishing his bowl and he's looking very satisfied as he around and puts it to the side.
Just tell him it's the last bowl.
Hey, man.
You weren't joking about that soup.
Yeah.
Chef's got a nice touch to him.
Yeah. Tell you what, though. I pull out the bowl. Managed to get the last one. If you want it.
He's like thinking, last bowl, you see.
Yeah.
They say a lot of the flavor sits at the bottom. Screw it, even if I don't finish it, get out of here.
Alright.
And you see him take a nice whiff of it. All of it settled here. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And all three of you, well, actually, every single person in the group
Yeah.
sees him start taking sips.
Just imagine everyone's got their fingers crossed.
So,
Leosin also has his fingers
Yeah.
crossed.
the moment he's done, and if it doesn't work right away, I'm like gonna be like, so man, I don't think I got your name, but you know.
Sorry about that. The name's but yeah, he kind of burps a bit. Excuse me.
You good? Are you good? You
Yeah, just a bit of gas buildup.
all right.
The name's but. Oh,
and that gas is bad. That gas has gotta be real bad.
oh, it's something.
Kind of pat him on the back.
Bit of a bad aftertaste.
Give him a pat on the back, like, oh, you good? Are you sure you're good?
Yeah, oh,
Oh,
I think something's wrong.
oh,
Throat's clogging up.
oh.
He starts moving towards you, and he like starts putting his hands over his. I need to. You can see his face
someone
is
has an
turning.
allergic reaction.
His face is
God.
turning red. He starts foaming from the mouth.
I'm holding him up right now as best as I can to make it so he doesn't fall over.
He's like, he looks you directly in the eyes,
Are you good?
and you see a look of realization.
Yeah, I knew it.
Too late that of what happens. He looks like he's trying to reach for a dagger, but his body won't let him.
I slowly put a hand on his hand. Shh, it's fine. It's fine. You shouldn't have called me out. You shouldn't have called me out.
As he goes limp and stiff.
Okay. As I'm still holding him up, I'm like, man, you really did not have a good reaction to that. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, psst, listen. I got you your half health.
Quick, cut me down before anyone notices.
Alright. I use my dagger to.
Just kind of cutting through the very tight and deep ropes that they've made as you're kind of looking back, seeing that no one is looking this way yet. The guard drake kind of looks over, but because the crosses are blocking, it doesn't, like, it's an animal. It doesn't really give much thought.
Yep.
As you're cutting it down, all the other two of you see that he is currently trying to cut it down. At least from the motions, it looks like it while holding up this dead body.
Okay.
and you finally cut him free.
All right, let's
And he
replace.
pulls up his hood quickly.
All right, let's put the corpse up there instantly.
You tie him back the ropes just real quick. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you do like at least put the arms up to make it look like they're perfectly on, and you lock him up.
Does
and
he have
now,
a hood?
The cultist does not.
Okay.
Leosin does as he pulls up his own hood.
I would say if I could quickly use my disguise kit to kind of like, I don't know, make it so he doesn't look dead, but that's fine. I look
No one will
to.
notice.
Yep. All right, let's get him. And I'm gonna get ready to cast my silent image because I'm pretty sure that's what we're doing, right? We're replacing
All
with
right.
an illusion.
Yeah. Oh
Alright.
yeah.
Get ready.
You can see Leosin is helping with the small knife. Go ahead and give me a stealth check, Belle.
Oh
He'll
no!
be better at it than me.
Roll 20, please.
No, you can make a stealth. Is it able to make a stealth check up
Don't you
there?
have inspiration?
No, I don't have inspiration.
Mhm.
I used that a long time ago.
Ray and Nezzy, as he's cutting it down, you see this kobold peek over.
Go block his back. Go block his
He's
back.
like wondering, he tilt of a head, and he's curious as he looks. He's trying to get a better.
I'm just gonna go back to looking like I'm at my post.
Leosin quickly like picks up one of the empty soup bowls and tries to pretend there's still some in it, like he's the other guy.
See, man, I told you that was some good stuff. I told you I got that last bowl for you. It's gonna be that good stuff. You know, it sits at the bottom.
Oh, you weren't joking. It's absolutely killer.
Yeah, I know, right?
The kobold, like, go give deception with advantage.
I'm sorry, that was a really bad joke.
You're dying.
It's a killer. It's to die for.
Shut it, prisoner. Go and deception check, Belle, with advantage.
Okay. All right.
Your friends are dead.
Well, roll 20, please. Please set it to advantage. Thank you. Deception. Here you go. That's a 14.
He's gonna roll
Please.
insight with a -2.
No, thank God.
Ray and Nezzy look over as he's like looking. He just shrugs.
Oh.
Good acting there.
Stupid.
Alright.
Best we do this quick before anyone looks.
Yeah.
Agreed.
All right. Also, wait, hold on. Before we do that, I pick up some mud because you said he has lights, right? Or like some dirt on him.
Yeah.
And I'm going to
slap on the mud.
I'm gonna put mud on your light holes. Okay.
Yeah, so they're more like magical nexuses, and you just like to kind of rub it all over. You can feel it getting in the creases, Saint, of
My
your
light
armor.
holes.
I have to put these in your light holes, okay?
It's very uncomfortable.
Whatever we have to do to get out of here.
Listen, I apologize.
Oh no.
Leosin and Belle quickly unstrap you as you feel your feet touch the ground again.
Okay.
Illusion.
I quickly silent image a saint just basically in his power off mode at the moment because it is nighttime.
His power off mode.
It's
Oh,
nighttime.
boy.
You might be in power.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get the freak out of here.
So, am I like disguised in any way, or if we just slap some mud on
Do we
me?
have another cloak for him?
I guess-
I have one.
You best hurry before anyone notices. Quick.
I have my disguise kit.
Oh.
No. What does it come with?
I'm gonna throw my cloak on him. There you go.
What does the disguise kit come with?
Well, there was a black cloak of Nezzy's dropped at the side.
Okay, yeah, we put that on him. We slapped that on here. I was about to make use with a bedroll as like a makeshift cloak. Okay.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You do have a cloak over you now, Leosin. The only thing that is partially revealed on you is your like lower legs, as you're still a bit tall.
It's fine. It's fine. Unless they focus, they won't notice.
Just like crouch a little bit. Do like those weird like where your legs are. You're like doing like the crouch walk kind of thing.
I'm an old lady.
You are an old. You're old man.
Little old lady.
Yeah, you're old man. You're elderly. You're the halfling. All right, let's go.
Everything's fine. Let's go.
Let's freaking go. I look at him. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's freaking go.
Time to go, I think.
As he's immediately falling behind.
Listen. Oh. Oh, come on. Everybody, cooperate.
You good, Ray?
Yes. Sorry. Oh, shoot.
Time to go.
I keep getting
You keep getting what?
stuck inside Saint. God, Saint. We keep going.
Stop landing on me.
You're landing on me.
Gotta go on
I
our
need
patrol.
everyone, while you are heading to the exit, everyone give stealth checks.
I was also going to say, Saint kind of looks back at the tents with all the prisoners and is like,
We'll come back for them, okay? We're coming back.
Could be worse.
Yeah, well, we rolled
Saint,
okay.
Saint really doesn't like
Let
leaving
me
them
move
there.
myself with the group.
I know, Saint. I know how you feel. But we kind of have to.
Ray, as you are walking, you do see Hawker is slowing down a bit.
Hmm.
Well, what are you doing, Parker? What are you doing?
They not suspect I betray. I stay here.
Are you sure?
I don't mind. Me will find more clan members.
Okay.
Well,
I not rat you out.
hope not.
You're a good boy, Parker. You're a good
I
boy.
give the little guy 10 gold. Here you go, buddy.
I hand him a little badge from Saint Pilgrim Guard. I was like, you've always got a place with me, my friend.
Nah, keep it. I don't want them when they find it.
No one will know. It's fine.
I not risk it.
Don't.
Well, you keep that dragon head with you.
Hide it in your loincloth. It's fine.
Okay, let's,
He like pulls the front of his loincloth up when he drops the pill in there.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Now,
Okay. Alright.
Go.
if you're staying here and we run into you later, don't cause trouble.
No promises.
Alright.
I might have to puck his head. Oh no.
Let's freaking walk. Go,
On that note, I think good.
I'm not sure if it's stranger that you befriended a kobold, or the fact that he's not ratting us out yet.
Mm-mm.
I'll
Well,
give
if he
anyone a
does.
chance.
I'll be very disappointed in him.
Me too.
Not mad.
I'll flail
Just
him later if he is, okay? It's
Just
fine.
disappointed. Not mad. Just
Hopefully
disappointed.
Woo.
Do you guys go out the same way you came in?
I feel like we should avoid the rear guard.
We should avoid said canyon, yes.
Yeah. Let's avoid the rear guard.
They will notice
Stick
people.
to the trees.
Yep.
Tear the tree.
So how far away would you say you go from the camp?
Good bit. I mean, we rested already, so we're like, I don't know, we're pretty, like, energized, probably.
If we pull it off at least out of earshot.
I want to go at least a good mile, I'd say, before we even drop our disguise. Maybe
The rest of you
this
good with
little
that?
party.
Yeah.
Little.
Finding a bit of a hilly area just stacked up, you do kind of use it to climb up and bypass the main entrance. And with the darkness, really no one seems to be much the wiser, as most of the people that are part of this cult don't have anything dark vision.
Mm.
And you're able to escape. Leosin in tow.
I think that went perfectly well.
Hey, Saint, you missed it. I killed a man.
You did what?
And I made dinner.
She shoved him in a barrel.
I did.
Oh, at least you didn't make dinner out of him.
I think he might have been my childhood crush. I'm not sure.
What?
That. Oh, there's some baggage there.
Well then.
So
He's dead now, though.
Oh,
Other than that, I think everything went well.
yes.
You are about a mile off now before you finally kind of let the oaks drop. And you just see Laosin kind of lay up against one of the trees. Couldn't have gone better.
Yeah.
You're
However-
welcome for the help.
And I do appreciate it.
I would like to point something out to you, friends. So right about now is when the illusion drops.
Oh Christ!
Let's go.
But as you're saying that, you hear a horn.
I think they may have noticed.
I think they definitely notice, and they're probably going to
We
be
need
on the
to
move.
go.
To be fair, they're
Yeah,
probably
we
going to
need to
move.
go.
They're going to be either looking for the ever living crap out of us, or they're going to move the camp. Probably going to do both. So let's freaking go.
Yeah, we need to go fast.
We got like half a night's journey, okay, before we're back at the greenest.
It's fine. We slept. We're good.
Yeah, we're good. We good. We good.
All right,
We
so
power
fast pace.
Yeah,
Yeah, we want to go.
I think it's best.
Yeah. that illusion's good. Not very long lasting at all.
But it works.
Y'all
Yep.
run through the night, no stopping, running all 12 miles back. I'd say by about, let's see, you already see the sun rising as it's coming up,
Mm.
and as it rises about 8 in the morning, you once again see the town of Greenest.
Keep running to the keep. Keep running to the keep. Keep running to the keep.
As you're running through, you already see a few guards in town, so you're saying, "The heroes have arrived. They've returned. Not the governor."
Yep.
They immediately let you into the keep.
Woo. Once we're inside, just I stop and just like woo. But okay.
Ooh,
Oh.
Thank you all for that.
Huh.
Recognize the risk for me. That
Well,
should not be gone unnoticed.
I don't want to point it out, but we should probably evacuate the town, possibly. I don't know. I mean, that feels like a good option considering they're probably going to come back here.
I don't think they'll come back because they got what they needed from this place.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. So, what information do we have at the moment, though, about that cave?
As you ask that, the governor walks up.
Oh, okay.
Listen.
Oh,
Night. And you see him immediately kind of give a very friendly hug. You had us worried, friend. Don't worry too much. Wasn't there for long. Not thanks to your fellows here. For mercenaries, you know how to pick 'em.
He knows what he's doing. I give him that.
yeah. Still kind of rubbing the scar. Or the bird mark at this point, like, God.
Everything went well.
Well,
Come.
so we kind of got caught. A little bit.
No, we didn't.
I mean, they know something's up.
Come, the governor says.
Alright.
Do you all follow him?
Mhm.
He leads you up to his office that's in one of the towers of the keep. And it's a nicely lit area, a circular room with bookshelves galore. Something that you notice, Nezzy, is that he is a collector of weapons, as you do see an assortment of very ornate-looking weapons, ranging from axes to swords.
Nez's eyes like sparkle. Like, oh, this is heaven.
Oh.
He takes a seat at the head of his desk, and in front of him you do see that there are a few others, and he does gesture if any of you want to sit in one.
Sure.
Right. Chair? Yeah, I mean, if there's chairs.
As he takes seats, he just looks at you. Now, did you learn anything of the cult?
Yeah. They got something called a nursery going on there. And, well, not exactly sure what it means. But, no, they got a nursery, they got a lot of captives.
They could have baby dragons.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think
Baby-
of.
baby
Oh, you never
dragons.
know.
Considering they bring in, I believe you said right now that, or no, Pockrick.
Pucker,
Pocker.
Pocker.
Yeah, I was thinking of Podrick.
Podrick.
Pocker, which was a kobold we had with us, said they bring stuff in there, but they don't actually come back, such as animals and the occasional people.
Mason, what do you think of this? I concur. Saw them bringing in many things. However, during my time there, he looks to all of you specifically. There was something I did notice.
Hmm.
Mm.
It's with the. I'm sure, well, he looks to you, Belle. I'm sure you're very acquainted with the big black half dragon, Resmir.
Yeah.
She's an interesting sort, it seems. But it's something more, something that I saw in her possession as the being. Tell me, how many of you know of the ranking system of the dragon cult?
Nope.
From what I remember, the ones in purple seem to be in charge.
Well,
Indeed.
the three. Or,
Well, the way they work, they have initiates, of course, which was most of that camp. The ones in masks, they are known as the Dragon Claws. Then, from that point, they kind of ascend based on. Give me a second. Just based on their servitude cult. Frequent. They go from Dragon Claw to Dragon Wing to Dragon Fang and Dragon Soul. However, as you said, the ones in purple are their leaders. They are known as the Wearers of Purple, and they each command their own section of the camp. Well, the cult as a whole, really, not just the one camp. However, every single member of the cult, every time the cult is formed, there have been 5, well, what we've known as worm speakers. And they are only wearers of purple. We believe Resmir and what she had in her possession.
You cut out for me.
Can you all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I feel that Resmir is indeed one of these worm speakers. But it's what she had that frightened me. A mask of a black dragon.
Who?
The masks are only heard in legend. Supposedly there's one for every type of chromatic dragon. See, so black, blue, white, green, and red. However, I don't know the extent of their power, other than them being beyond our comprehension. And from what I saw, oh gosh. A bird crashes through the window and then leaves.
Oh, look, a pigeon.
A
pigeon.
The pigeon.
Whatever? What?
Never mind.
Okay.
He looks to you. If she does have one of these dragon masks, I fear for this region.
This does sound like a problem.
Yeah. When I was kneeling before her, did I see anything like that on her?
Not on her person. If it was, she was keeping it hidden.
Okay. I feel like it's southern
However,
that cave.
Governor, I regret to inform you I cannot stay long. We just got back. At least stay and rest. I can't. There's nothing more to be done. Leosin looks back to all of you as he stands. Tell me. I know you're all mercenaries and that you work for pay. But do you wish to see this world live?
Yeah.
Of course.
It's my duty.
And then he looks to Ray. And you?
Yes.
Then listen. I need a favor. I'm on a bit of a journey, as you'd say, to learn more about this cult as much as I can, and I wish to find out what they're doing. I'm gonna head north to the city of El Toro. See if I can find one of my old friends. His name's Thuff. He's been looking into the cult of the dragon as well, and hopefully we can share our research, as it would be. I'd hate to ask anything more of you, but the need is great, and I dare to hope that you can aid me one more time.
Mm.
I need you to return to the cultist camp.
Hmm.
Hmm.
We can try. Probably gonna have to be under different disguises, to be honest.
I don't need you to be in the camp itself, but at least know their whereabouts.
Okay.
If they're preparing to conduct another raid or a large body of them march away, or if anything substantial is carried into or out of that cave, I need to know.
Alright.
If you have a chance to get into the camp and look around again, it would be an ideal way to spot anything that's changed. But I don't recommend letting yourselves get captured. He adds with a weird smile.
Yep.
I think it went well the first time round.
Yeah, went well.
Well, the problem is considering I'm marked, and if my disappearance is anything, I'm pretty sure I'm definitely going to be a target if I ever go back. So, probably not.
I'll leave it up to you whether you wish to go back or not. But the need is dire, and if it is your choice to leave,
No, I'll go back. It's just I don't want to go stealth or sneak operation as we did there just now.
I prefer to get the civilians out.
Yeah.
as do I. And if we get any opportunity, we need to take it.
Agreed.
But he gathers his bag immediately up, and you guys do see that he does not have a lot of stuff, honestly. As he looks like he's used to living off the land. I must be off. Eteril is in need. Should he figure out what they're doing, come find me. It shouldn't be far. And he immediately leaves. And I will now show Eteril on the map.
Oh. Hey.
Oh.
We have a new place.
Wow.
Sweet.
Whoop.
And that's where we'll end the session this time.
Hey.
Ooh.
Very
So-
good.
Not a substantial chapter, but
This was
a
good.
few close moments here and there.
Yep.
I had fun.
This was good.
Anybody watching, we will be doing this tomorrow, right?
Indeed. If everyone is okay with that, tomorrow, 7:30 Central.
7:30 Central, 8:30 EST, or I don't know other time zones.
I will say half
Pacific
one
Standard.
BST for everyone over here in UK.
Yep.
Should you happen to be one of the Brits, we welcome you.
Yes.
Yes.
So.
Oh no.
I don't know how I do it. Please don't ask questions.
So.
We all worry for him.
So yeah.
This poor boy.
That. Bid you goodbye, Mr. Viewer. We actually had a viewer.